Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you here tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright.
And welcome back to the Valorant draft circuit. My name is Interidus, and I'm joined tonight by Mad Bomber. Are you ready tonight, Mad Bomber?
Yeah, bro. I'm excited for this matchup.
I am too. I'm so excited that we're gonna jump straight over to the stats, and we're gonna take a look at which teams we're watching tonight. We've got PN going up against KC. PN starting. I mean, stats-wise, they look hot. They're number 2 seed. They're feeling themselves.
Yeah, PN's been a really good team all season, and the best team towards the second half of the season. They didn't start off in great form, but once they found their rhythm, they didn't slow down.
Yeah, I've been able to watch them a couple times this season because they have been streamed before, and they've been playing incredibly hot. I honestly would be surprised if they ended up dropping this tonight, just because they have been such a dominant team. But we're going to take a look at the other team before we talk about predictions. Let's take a look at KC, and let's see what they have going in store.
Yeah, KC, also another really good team, the 3 seed, and these are the 2 teams that you're watching on this side of the bracket. The two of the top 3 teams arguably in the entire playoffs left.
Yeah.
And I think
they are
see a really good matchup. Yeah,
I think it'll be really hot.
And with the 1 seed out, these may be the 2 best teams left in playoffs, and they're playing each other in the semifinals to get a ticket to the finals. So
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just like stats wise, just looking at it, you've got 2 players that are performing incredibly well, coming out of Lewis and Coco Fallon, which Coco, I believe, just recently got put in just before playoffs. So that will be interesting to see how they work out. Let's go ahead and take a look at our maps for tonight, and let's see what we're going to be watching. We've got Haven, Corrode, and Pearl to end out. How are you feeling about this?
I mean, we saw KC on Pearl the last time I've watched them, and they played it really well. Same with Haven. They won 13-4 on Haven. The Haven was one of their strongest maps. And I think with KC, if they can figure out how to play the defense better on Pearl, they'll win Pearl.
Yeah, I feel like Haven's a really good one here for KC, in my opinion, just especially you've got those 2 players who are playing really hot. And so with a map like that where you're generally defaulting most rounds, it's a lot easier to worry about taking fights instead of worrying about strats. And so if you can just have 2 gunners up, it's super easy to get kills.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see that chamber out of Lewis. Lewis has played. Lewis's chamber is scary. Playing against it towards the middle start of the season, I'm like, this guy's cracked. And
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he's been playing incredibly well. I mean, you saw it just like numbers wise, you saw it coming out. But we're taking a look at the agent select, and we'll see if Lewis picks it. It looks like he wants to.
Eric just locks in the jet. He knows what he's playing.
I'm interested to see if the Gecko's actually gonna come out. It's an agent you don't see too often because he's kind of weak right now. Okay, it was a thing. I was a little surprised to see that on the board, but
yeah,
we'll most likely see a KJ. I do say on the side of KC, the one issue with that chamber is you lose out on having as much information as you do out of KJ. So I'm interested to see if they're going to be able to make up for that.
You know, I think you post up Lewis on C with his Headhunter or maybe his Tour de Force, and he will hold that line. Give him an op, and he'll get kills with it. You know, that's kind of the great thing about having such a strong player like Lewis.
But I think the problem becomes that you have to dedicate a man to it instead of just being able to put a turret or a boom bot or an alarm bot, down. Where like with KJ, you can have a turret on long, you can have an alarm bot at garage versus chamber. You have to make a choice. You have to choose where you're walking down, and so it's going to force a lot more fights.
And for my prediction, I have PN winning this 2-1. I have another 3-map series.
2-1. Okay. I mean, I'm saying 2-0 only for the fact that I don't want to run 3 maps, but you know, that's just me. No, I mean, honestly, I think it will be a really close one. I think we'll probably see at least an OT in one of these maps. I'm not sure if we'll see 3 maps, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, these are 2 really good teams.
Yeah. Well, coming into Haven now, we're going to be taking a look and seeing what we're going to be starting off with. It looks like their default thing. They may be going A. I'm not too sure here. But the biggest thing I'm seeing is they've got 3 lead over towards C side. So if they end up taking A, it's going to be big on this ISO to get some early picks.
They're going to be fighting mid, maybe.
Maybe. Well, smokes go down, but A fight's coming out from Coco Felon. They're looking for it. Dart's going to spot one. Susie tries to find him through the box, but no shots going their way. Smoke's going to slow them down. Going to fake the orb grab, and there's 3 over on A now. They've pulled the rotates, but I don't know if they want to commit to it just yet. Their step's been made. And it looks like they want to finish here. They're going to have to clear off these 3 players as smokes go down now. They still got Heaven unsmoked that they're going to have to worry about. They've got this great setup right now. A reset comes out, but Asubi's going to find one without the stun going off. Lewis is going to find Disco. There's still 1 left on site. Snoopy trying to help out, but they're going to be leaving.
5 times left.
Player on B. Vibe finds them. Eric's hunting down this kill. He's going to round that corner, find him. And so B, they're going to lose control of B. And they're going to try to re-hit it now. We'll see if they end up taking it. But time's a ticking for them. Just waiting to slow down. Potentially trying to get through garage into C. And Eric's got a line on it. Playing an off angle, looking for the swing, but Coco to find the kill.
Shots.
You still got Lewis on that flank, taking the fight onto ISO, but a Snoopy to find it.
10 seconds left.
And they're going to get this bomb down, but man count is still even. 2-2 here. One's going to be playing off site, one playing on. I'm worried about this here.
Yeah, and especially with their smokes alive. Yeah.
We're just going to get smoked off as a step gets made, but are they going to check the corner? Absolutely, they're checking it. Looking for it. No!
Last player standing.
No, he gets the kill! There's still 1 more remaining, but he's going to get stunned and Kokomo to finish it off. That could have been a great pistol round, but they didn't check that corner.
Yeah, you have to check that corner. I mean, you assume they're going to be playing main, but, you know, there's always a chance that they're not, and they weren't. And kind of being lazy and not clearing the corner just lost you the round. That is such a hard way to lose a very winnable round, especially with your smokes, your controller, Omen alive.
Yeah, I mean they had that smoked off and they still didn't check it. That's really unfortunate. But a mid fight happening now as they're all trying to fight in the window. There's so many players here waiting for this utility to come out. And Eric with a great shot. Vibe Legion's gonna find 2 though. But that damage has already been done though. One more is gonna fall. Jettison's gonna drop. They're looking for some more fights here. But they have Casey on the ropes. Goes on half health here.
Shark dart.
And a shark dart misses him. He sees the body drop. Expect a close fight. But Breach is going to win the first one. Looking for a second one. Disco finds the first. Disco almost dropped the dart. No, he's so close. There it goes. It drops by Legion to finish it. But that's some great damage coming out of PN.
Yeah, that is so massive. 4 kills on the eco, and they just ran straight into the stack on mid. I mean, KC ran right into it, and 4 people died against a bunch of classics. You saw Eric get the opening pick with a great shot on the Lewis, just double tapping him with the classic. And maybe we'll see a bunch of fights out of PN.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I love that fight there. We're going to see an A fight happen this time as Eric's looking to take this long angle, and he's going to find that kill on the Lewis. The gun's going to get picked up, but the damage has already been done. And they're going to be looking to rotate off here. Mid's going to be given up by this Omen. You got Ice Snoopy just sitting, waiting in garage. Just waiting for the walk-in. You know they want to walk in. There it comes.
Nope.
But Snoopy's going to find it. Able to take a little bit of damage, but still get this kill and fall off. And they've lost Garage as well. Everything they've been trying to hit has just been going downhill. So they're just lost for what they want to go for.
Yeah, they've tried to hit a site, and they've just been stopped.
Mm-hmm. We got Eric on this line again, though. Swing come across, and yes, it does. Jada to fall. Eric's still holding on to it. They're going to be able to get across, so the damage has been done. They lost another player, and Disco's here sitting, waiting on this push through.
30 seconds
Grun's
left.
going to come through as it's looking to spawn 2, and there it does. Lost both of them. A swing from Cocomelon's not going to lose them their life as the smoke goes down. They're going to leave again, but you've got Eric holding them on long, and it's all up to Cocomelon. You've got to find some damage here. You've got to force a gun to die. But I don't know if they'll be able to do it. Eric's going to find the final one, and it's going to be a flawless for PN.
Eric with 4. You can't swing him and expect to live. I mean,
No.
dude, that line he's holding is such a good angle. Like, for him, he's hitting some crazy one-taps, and it's just working. They can't swing him and live to tell the tale. It is... With Eric holding the site like that, I mean, he's your max MMR player. He's the person you want to be getting 4Ks, and he's performing very well already.
Let's see if he can keep it up as he's looking to take this A fight on the short. They're not really holding him. And they could find a huge kill here if he walks up, but it's not going to happen as they're just fighting mid, I guess. They seem really scared here. And ult's going to come out as Omen's going to TP into their spawn. They've got to be worried of this. You've got to know. And yeah, Cage is going to go check it. King is going to get that clear. And so C is still in their hands, waiting for something to happen. Luz is going to clear their stuff. And Amali to go down. Another flash to follow. Util's going to find them the site, but doesn't get them a kill. They're going to be able to get through Garage as well. It's going to be retake season for PN, but they've got the the gun advantage. Got more bodies online, and so they're going to have to play these trades well. One's going to get spotted on the flank as Snoopy's trying to get a kill. Though he's going to find some damage onto him, though. They're just waiting for it. Luz is going to get spotted off of that drone, gets forced off the line. And Doey's going to fall as well. Axe is going to find one before getting traded out. Another swing out. Lewis is going to find that trade. And then the Cocomelon on long, but it's still Lewis on sight. King's going to drop Lewis off. A walkout's going to come. Cocomelon looks for it, but King to finish it. And PN's finding themselves a second round.
Yeah, and you saw Eric doing the long flank from A, and he just took Cocomelon's attention just completely off site. And they had a duel that was for a good 25 seconds, and the Cocomelon could not help his team. he was too busy fighting Eric, and I think that's just what lost him the site hold. The number advantage is so big for PN, and you saw King just trade his teammates and win the fights.
Yeah, no, that was huge by King, but we got to give it to Lewis for trying to hold on to site, finding 3 just sitting in that corner. Huge play coming out from him. We're gonna see a mid come out now, and Eric's to fight it off that off. He's gonna move off this line and find another one. And it shows me an experienced operator if I've ever seen one. Looks like we're gonna go through garage though. That's what we've seen from KC so far, is they keep running into issues and they're taking so long to find an answer. Vibe could swing here right into Eric, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Looks like C's gonna end up being the hit. Eric's gonna spot a little bit of Vibe, but it's not gonna be enough to get him a kill. As Omen trying to get through garage here, is gonna trip that alarm bot, and Vibe's re-going for this fight. Eric's gonna get off the line, but almost gets timing there. And they're just waiting.
Yeah, I mean, Casey has to do something. You know, they're just biding their time sitting in spawn, but they have to hit a site. It's in the op.
Ugh. Eric's gonna get stunned off that line. It's gonna get Vibe close, but it's gonna walk directly to Disco. Eric's gonna walk through and get blinded. He's gonna lose his life. Disco trying to walk up, wary of the smoke, but they don't know about the A hit. Vibe across, and a dart is gonna find him in the corner. A TP back across as Disco's still looking for this fight, so they've got to worry about A here. Bomb is gonna go down as time's it taking. And wait, what just happened?
The ult? He ult. Snoopy ulted the planter and got the stop the spike.
Wait, that was huge. What a play coming up from a Snoopy.
Using the ice ult to stop the plants.
I'm so confused. I was like, what?
Oh,
that is crazy.
What a smart decision. I mean, they have sight, and the ice ult stops the plant, and they run out of time. Wow, what great ult usage from the Snoopy there.
Yeah, huge. I mean,
and the game sense to be aware of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that they were allowed to do that is crazy. Huge play coming out from her, and a dart is gonna miss on A as we see the KC players just sitting on a garden, just waiting. Walk up on long though. You got Eric holding short. They're worried about this op. They've seen Jet here, and they know they had an op last time, but it's Disco holding long. Coco's gonna be able to get across. Gonna get droned out though. And a push in coming out as Eric is stuck in sight off of this stun. Disco's gonna lose his life, and they're gonna get this bomb down, and
Spike planted.
Eric getting able to get up on heaven. They're worried about this rotate coming out from B, but there's no one there. They're all sitting on A, and they've got 2 over in hell.
Retake.
2 sitting on short. Gonna keep it across as Cocomelon's gonna get that first one onto a Snoopy for falling. Eric to get a great trade coming out. This op in heaven has been deadly so far as Axie's gonna swing out, looking to get out of the smoke. He's gonna miss the player in hell. Doey to find that kill. King to find one onto short. And they're running out of time. They're gonna have to let this go. But
save the ops.
Looking to finish a kill. Not gonna find it. The damage has been done. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough for them to find another round.
Yeah, I mean, PN, they still have the economy. Everyone but Disco Cookie can buy, but his teammate's gonna, you know, pick him up, and we'll see another full buy out of PN. But that was a good round by KC to get the bomb down and just hold down the site and post plant. You know, knowing that Eric had an op and still deciding to push the site.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see KC actually make a decision. It's something they've been struggling with all game, and if they can keep this up, they could find themselves for rounds. But Eric here is off, so deadly. He's gonna finally get taken off the line. Killed over on garage. As Lewis is looking for one on B. Aggressive smoke coming out onto B here. Disco's worried about a walk-up, and so they're going to have to clear this smoke. And King and Garage here, as they're going to pick up that off. Cocomelon it in hand, and the drone's going to find one. King's going to be able to get away, but not without losing damage. And we're going to see Casey try to take B here. Disco's just pushing them away, and... oh no, they're going back to A. They've got Snoopy on site.
That's it.
And will they hear this rotate?
Deploying.
They're not being quiet about it. The Snoopy knows, but can she hold off 4 players?
Smoke coming down, but it's not the smoke that I want. Snoopy can still
Spike
quite
planted.
short, but yeah, I mean, Lewis is going to find that kill. Snoopy can't sit in that corner very well. Vibe is stuck in this corner in mid, and he's going to get hunted down. Axie to find that kill, and they're going to leave Axie on this flank. He's got Coco holding it with an op. But it's going to get pushed off with the ult.
Wait, the timing!
Out. There's no way. Lewis doesn't know. Lewis is going to get shot on the side. Will he get found? He does. King's going to get up and find that kill. Jada's going to be holding it. Gonna find that kill, but the damage isn't done. Actually finds one. Hell is gonna find 2 though, as Joey finishes it off, and that time he could have lost in that round.
Yeah, I like PN actually taking their time and clearing the mid corner. All 3 of them, they just joined together in triple swing vibe, and there's not much you can do there. It's a round win from KC again, and they've been towards mid. They've had Vibe Legion kind of lurk a lot, and I think that's kind of their winning factor. He's been walking up to B kind of free, and PN just been so worried about it.
Dart's gonna come out, but I don't know if it's spotted K. Oh, it did spot KK. King's gonna get pushed out of that corner. Cocomelon with the op to find that kill, and Vibe's getting walked on. Snoopy is looking for this kill, but I don't know if she knows he's in the corner. No!
The timings.
It's been cleared, but Eric is gonna run directly into it. He doesn't know that Vibe is in this corner. They're just waiting. Spots out that trip. There it is. Vibe's gonna get spotted, but it's not gonna be fast enough. And if Snoopy hears the walk up onto B, she's gonna be looking for this fight as she's just sprinting after the player.
Doesn't hear it.
Doesn't hear it. Retake coming out now, but I don't know if they have the guns to make this happen. Snoopy's looking for
All the time.
Got a Phantom in hand. Yeah, this is gonna be a save. A save with weak weapons is an interesting choice, but we'll see if they're going to able to find anything else off of it.
Here.
Yeah. And another round where the mid lurk just did so much damage to PN. I mean, you saw the timing from Vibe and the Snoopy not seeing each other. And then Eric walking up and just not expecting Vibe to be there. You know, he thought Snoopy cleared it, and you know, they both thought they cleared mid, but no, Vibe, they didn't clear the corner again, and Vibe was just sitting there waiting for the free picking of Eric.
Their default coming out. Oh no, it's a C hit, excuse me, coming out from the side of KC, and it seems like they definitely have started feeling themselves here and making some good choices as Lewis is going to find a one, and ult coming out from Vibe to take the back of C side, and no! Snoopy's going to walk out onto Garage and kill this Cocomelon fight. And it gets so much shield till dumped on them though. They're just waiting. KC's going to choose to hold sight. You've got some interesting choices or interesting plays coming out right now as Vibe is standing on top of that box. Just waiting for this swing on such a pixel.
Easy gun.
The hand is going to get grabbed, and there he goes. Vibe's going to find it. Falls off the line. But it's going to be 2 players found as Eric finds 2 now. He's looking to make this happen. Smoke to go down, but he's got a double hold coming up. Lewis to finish it off, and it's 3-6 right now for KC.
Yeah, that's just such a hard angle to swing into. They have the high-low, and there's 2 players. And we'll get time out from PN here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely felt like there's been a shift after KC started making choices. So I don't know how PN's going to deal with this.
Yeah. The mid lurks have just been so beneficial for KC. You know, PN is investing like almost 2 players around to stop Vibe from just walking up and taking it mid. And when they don't, they lose. It is so valuable to KC for Vibe in the mid. The manpower you have to invest to stop him on PN side is just so much.
I mean, I don't even think it's really like the mid lurk that's the issue. I think the problem is like individually they feel like they're playing to give up sight and retake, but as a team, like the plays getting called don't feel like retake plays.
Yeah, and even on that mid lurk, it's hard to rotate from C to A when there's a guy there, when there could be a guy there. And we've seen PN struggle to clear corners.
Well, I would like to mention my favorite stat that I always try to bring up, and until I get told off for it. Teams that end up taking a timeout end up winning 70% of the rounds that they take a timeout on. So we'll see if they're able to keep this stat up. As they're looking for a fight over on A. Oh, they're just ready for it. Eric's almost going to lose his life, and he's going to get away, and they get that information that there's at least 2 or 3 there. Slow walk up coming out as you've got Eric just sitting on short, and you've got 3 bodies over here on A.
Here.
I can't tell if they're waiting for a fight to happen, but PN has got a player up on C. They got King all the way up, so they know that this is A. There's no reason to rotate off as a smoke's gonna come through to help out a Snoopy. But it's the A players that need help here. You've got everybody here. A drone's gonna come out, a stun's gonna come out. He's gonna not find the kill. Taking out by Vibe. Actually, the corner falls as well. Luz is gonna get a kill too. That's all 3 of the players on PN to drop on site. And now it's them on a retake again. You've got King on the flank. And he's going to be able to make his way up long, but the damage has already been done. But Snoopy's going to be able to dodge this dart. That's just going to put the danger on your flank player. Vibe's going to find King. A Snoopy with 1, though. He's going to find some more damage on the Dowie, and finally a kill through the wall. That's 2 off the board, but there's still 3 more to find. Wall's gonna come out to look for this fight. As Luz is gonna fall. A Snoopy could make this happen, but no! Vibe to finish it off. And I saw the vision there, Mad Bomber.
Yeah. The last stand for Snoopy, trying to do the 1v5 to do the impossible for her team, and just got 3 but couldn't finish. The health depletes after every kill. If every player shoots you once, you still can't kill him. It's so hard to do a 1v5 or even 1v2. You know, it's such a big disadvantage, and especially about retaking.
Erica's trying to walk up here with this sheriff, but it's a garage and mid fight if I've ever seen one.
Off your feet!
Could be looking for this fight as the Breach is going to drop that Rolling Thunder, and they're going to find B in their hands. With a walk back from behind and an ult coming out as well to stop this plan. Vibe's going to get found, and he's going to get popped.
Spike down B.
One's going to get spotted. Coco to get this bomb down, but the damage has already been done. A blind coming out as King is getting from behind. King's not going to find it. There it is. King's going to find that kill. Eric with 1 of his own, and it's all up to Cocomelon. This looks like we could get a thrifty unless we see a miracle, but no, Axie's going to stop that from happening. That is going to be a PN with a beautiful little thrifty.
And they're going to recover all the guns from KC. Such a good round. I mean, the double flank, and KC just wasn't ready. They all had their back turns. They didn't even have a trademark on the flank, I don't believe.
Round before the switch.
I mean, see, or hitting B on a low buy.
Yeah, it's, you know, you had to save the money, so you couldn't afford it. Or actually, no, KC had the money, and they still have money for next round. So we'll see a full buy versus full buy with 4 recovered guns on the side of PN.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, we've got a full buy for both, and like you said, This is gonna be interesting. A walk-up coming out from Eric. We got Coco sitting in mid. I'm looking for these early fights. Casey has been doing this since their timeout, and I realized that PN finally realized it. But they're not gonna walk down short. You've got Eric just sitting here waiting for this fight. And they're all going to take long here. And so Eric's going to be able to hold on to it. But they don't get the information that they're here other than these jumps. The drone's going to come out. And Axie's going to get spotted on sight. A breach as Eric's looking to take this fight. There's absolutely no one on short. But Eric's is still worried about that. Coco holding A. Or holding Heaven. But they're just going to leave. Eric looking for a fight here. I heard the dash down and Dowie to finish it off. A rotate over towards C, and we'll see if King is going to be ready for that. They're going to give up C fully and play for this retake. We're going to see a rotate now. Lou's taking a fight in mid, but he's going to drop it to King. As King is taking C site, TP across. And King looking for the swing, not able to find it. Jada to shut that kill down. And so now 3v3 and ult coming out from a Snoopy, maybe?
No distraction.
Yeah, Snoop's gonna come out. It's not gonna grab the bomb planter this time. But they were able to grab Omen. Omen's off the board for a moment. No smoke's going down just yet. He's gonna get out of that. A smoke's gonna come out. He's gonna find two, but Dowie to find the trade. That's 8-4 at the half for Casey.
And King had the lockdown. And oh, he should have stayed off site. He had his ultimate, and he could have just taken sight back with it, but opts to fight the 3 people and just dies. And you have to play for the KJ ult. The lockdown is so good for retakes. We saw a lot of ults not used at all. We didn't see the Tour de Force or the lockdown on the side of PN either. So 2 big ults.
Maybe we'll see some more in this half. I don't know. But a default coming out from the side of PN to start off this attack half. A dart's going to come out on the lobby, but it doesn't spot anyone. And it looks like they're looking for some fights here. I'm going to get spotted in mid. Who's holding this angle onto B or onto C? They're just waiting for something to happen. So close. King's gonna get spotted. Dowie as well. As they're all here. Eric with his jump out. He's gonna find Dowie in back sight. He's gonna get blinded off as Vibe is looking for this kill, but King is gonna shut it down. Be fully in their hands. But Casey looking to take this fight to them. Smoke's down right now, and they're waiting for him to drop. Eric in back sight. They see the leg of Eric, and he's gonna get spotted through the wall. Actually, almost losing his life. But Jada's gonna find one. King to trade as well. Lou's gonna drop though, and it's all up to Coco Melon here. One's sitting back in Gong again, and he's so worried about it. Icy's gonna get off site after all of that damage going his way. King's gonna get shot through the wall. Another step is gonna come across. King's gonna get the kill to finish it off. And what a pistol round to start off the half.
Yeah, that was such a beautiful site take. I mean, you just overwhelmed the one player sitting on site, and it's just not much you can do. You get jet in your face, and more players coming right behind you. It's can't do anything, especially on a pistol with not that much util. I mean, Eric dashed on the site in the smoke and just got the kill and opened up the site, and then trusted his teammates while he was blind.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be huge this half and getting this space. We'll see if he's able to make it, but PN with another default. It seems like it's going to be their game so far. We'll see if it costs them any lives. The smoke's going to come down, and Snoopy's looking for that fight, but Lewis is just not giving it to him. Just go looking for one on B as well, and they're just so slow, so patient, waiting for a mistake from Casey.
Here.
Prep's gonna spot out Eric. so they're going to be worried, but Eric's going to be able to get across. You've got one body still stuck in garage. And a TP into window almost finds Lewis's life. He's going to get finished off, and it's going to be a gun in their hands now. Bomb still hasn't gone down, but they're looking for some fights. As King is going to finally find this. Eric with one on Cocomelon.
Spike planted.
So that's their duelist, their entry duelist off the board. Makes it a lot easier for them. But we'll see if KC can't make this work. Become's gonna spot out Vibe. Only has one smoke to work off of. A stun's gonna come out as well. But they're getting slowed from walking out of garage. Eric finds one, Eric finds two, Eric finds three. Looking to finish this off with an ace, but he steals it. W teammate. I love when watching that happen.
He wanted an ace so bad.
No, always steal your teammates' aces. Always.
Only if you want your teammates to hate you afterwards. And
you gotta make them work for it.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw the gun diff come into play. Eric didn't even get shot, and he killed 4 players. So it's like, the Spectre is just such a good weapon when you're close range. You know, it's terrible for long range, but it makes up for it in these such close range fights. I mean, against classics and shorties, the Spectre just reigns supreme.
But it'll never be my king, the Stinger. The Stinger is so good.
Maybe in the medium range.
Nah. I use that thing like a rifle. It's okay. I'll walk up on B here, but they've got 2 bodies here ready for it. Vibes in the corner is going to turn his back to throw a smoke. That could have been huge timing.
Here.
One's going to get smoked off. Are they going to be ready for this corner? They're not going to clear it. Vibes still in the corner. He finally drops to Eric, though. He's only able to get one. And it's going to be B fully in their hands. Disco to get this bomb down.
Planted.
That's just Casey on a retake, and we saw him last time on B. They struggled to get in, as Eric's going to find one more. Lewis gets spotted off the drone. Joey finds a kill, but a trade's going to swing out as Axie finds it. Snoopy's going to get hurt in garage here. The swing out's going to happen, so Lewis is going to get a kill off of that. That's going to make it so much easier for him to find this.
Teleport's
I
ready.
know he's still there, but he's trying to clear everything that he can. Dark's gonna come out as Axie almost loses his life on the swing. Looking to make this happen. They're just running away from him. Disco's gonna try to prevent this fight from happening until he finds the kill. And what a round from PN.
That Vibe Legion was in such a good spot, but like they didn't clear him, but he couldn't get the kills. And that's just something where you have to kill at least 2 or 3 people there to stop them from just stealing the site from your teammates. I mean, he got one, but he got instantly traded, and that's a 4v3 retake. And with a number, even normally a site retake's hard, but with a number disadvantage on top of that.
Scanning ahead.
Dark coming out. Jada doesn't get spotted, and Adoe with a walk-up has got this Bucky and could be deadly. And it looks like PN is going to be going his way. 2 going towards long, and one's going to have to come short, but he looks like he's giving up the space. He's going to move back into that cubby. And Jada trying to do the silent jump. Makes a single sound, but doesn't know that they're still doing it. Jada spots one, and Joey's gonna walk through with the shield. The shield's gonna keep a Snoopy off his life, and Jada, what was that? Cocomelon's gonna find one as well.
It's you.
Back sight. So one's gonna get found, and another grabbed in the ult by a Snoopy. Five's gonna try to walk out. Jada finds a Snoopy. It's just Disco left alive. He's gonna get spotted by Lewis. So thrifty for KC, and what just happened?
Snoopy, what gun did she lose to?
A sheriff.
Wow, I mean, that's just a fight you cannot lose. You have such a big advantage with your shield. Maybe she didn't have it, but no, she did.
No, she
and
did.
yeah, she did. And with the losing to a sheriff is just so difficult. I mean, in a 2v3, you have to find that pick and hold that. You have to pray Disco can hold down the side alone, but you have to win your iso ult.
Well, Eric's gonna win his duel on the Vibe, and that smokes off the board for KC. King is gonna find Lewis, and it's gonna be C-Site fully in their hands. It's falling apart right now for KC as PN goes so fast that they can't keep the tempo up. Dowie is looking to get them out with this flash, and a drone's gonna fully miss the smoke. They don't know Eric's sitting in it. Smoke's gonna go down though. Dart is gonna get killed, and Coco finds a one onto a Snoopy. They're looking for a kill right now and gets stunned as well. Actually flanking. It's found by Jada. The damage has been done at this point. There's only 2 bodies left alive on the side of PN, sitting on site. They're trying to play together. Eric's gonna find a trade before getting taken out by Jada. It's all with the King here. One of their mollies is gonna get killed.
He's not gonna have time.
1 damage away, and yeah, he realizes it as well. Jada's gonna leave, and it's gonna be PN picking up another round.
No, I thought for a second there that Casey was gonna pull off that 3v5 retake, and it looked like it was gonna happen, but unfortunately they could not take it back from PN. Really close though.
And we'll look to see what PN ends up doing. Their fast hits have really been working. I'd like to see a little bit more from them, but we'll see if they end up choosing to do that, as they're still trying to decide where they want to end up going.
Ahead.
And it looks like it's gonna be a mid fight. I'm not really sure what's going on the side of PN right now. They're gonna be trying to work out mid now finally, as the smoke goes on to C, and they're just not ready for this B fight. They've got one online, but it's a Sheriff sitting in A link or B link. Or, no, A link. I was right.
That's not ready.
One's gonna come out, and they're gonna be looking to take this, trying to prevent this bomb from going down. As Joey's getting hunted down now from a Snoopy. Snoopy just sitting in this corner. Doey's gonna leave. Five's gonna come out, and Doey's gonna find a kill off of that. Eric's gonna get away, but he's lost his teammate. Cocomelon gets found on flank by King. Vibe is sitting there as well behind, as Disco finds one. Lewis with a trade on the King. Making this so hard, as Axie's trying to pull back Gong. Disco gets a trade though. Left alive is just Lewis and Disco. Losing his life through it, as an ult's gonna come out. It gets found. Lewis is gonna get dropped. Vibe's gonna have to get off of this bomb, but he's already halved it. It's not planted for him. He's gonna finish it. Disco's gonna lose the round, and Vibe's gonna be able to get away.
Yeah, I mean, you have to use your Harness Fury to kill the bomb, and he only shot one at the bomb, and the other 2 he used on Lewis before he ran out. And so he couldn't kill the planner with the Hunter's Fury, and therefore, with it not being planted for him, couldn't finish the job and take out Vibe, who's defusing the spike. And Casey took a round because of that. And they take 8-10, and PN just doesn't have the economy.
No, they don't. But they've got a hero rifle online from Disco. There's a blind's gonna come out. Jada's gonna find a kill off of that, and Vibe with one of his own as well. But it's PN looking to take. Oh, we know they don't want a bomb. They have full control of C, but it doesn't matter. Bomb has been taken from them. Eric's gonna find a kill though.
Right here.
Disco's looking for one of his own. He wants to get out of garage here.
Flying drone.
He's gonna drone it first. Smart choice coming out from him. And Cocomelon's gonna be able to take off Eric. Dart's gonna lose a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna be enough to find a kill. They're just trying to waste time right now.
42.
One rifle on the board. I don't know if they can make this happen, Bomber. We're just waiting. Waiting to see what they'll do, and this is a great setup from the side of KC.
30 seconds left.
They're so disciplined. Dart's gonna come out. It's gonna spot one on the side of Lewis. Wall's gonna come out. As
One
Snoopy's gonna
enemy
fake a
remaining.
fight. He's gonna find a Jada with one of his own.
Yeah.
Jada with a second. And it's gonna be Casey finding that early fight that ended up winning them the round.
Yep. And the bomb, they took their bomb in mid instead of maybe dropping it in CT. And even though they took C site, they dropped the bomb in mid, and you can't just carry it with you, you know, against rifles with a secondary and expect to survive the fight. That's the number. That's a big thing you cannot do. Drop the bomb and give it to the other team.
Well, it's going to be a C fight coming out from PN as one's going to get spotted. Lou's turning hunted down now, but Eric's not going to find it. He's going to be able to get off site. They're going to have to give up C in return for that. As Coco's looking to get out here. An ult coming out from Breach. He's gonna Coco finding the smoke. But Subi almost drops in the fight, but actually to prevent that from happening. But Subi's still somehow on this box. He's gonna finally get, or she's gonna finally get found. And Jada gets the kill, but Eric can get a trade onto him.
And the smoke's only gonna last for so much longer.
They're just shooting through the smoke and finding the kill somehow.
Last
Five
player
to find one. A trade going out toward him, but Lewis is going to clean it up. It's going to be 12-8 for KC as they put themselves on match point.
Yeah, this is really good what we're seeing from KC.
Match
Being
point.
able to stop PN from, you know, defending the site. I mean, the retakes have been really strong for KC, and it's because they have that double initiator. They have the Sova and the Breach. I mean, you saw the Rolling Thunder, and Snoopy was in the corner unaffected, but still got traded out after she killed Coco Felon. And that's one of the biggest things, you know, their retakes are just so good. And we'll see them with two ults, the Total Force and the Blade Storm. But neither used.
Well, Eric's going to lose some damage, but it's not going to be enough to kill him as they're hunting down A, but they've got 3 players here. A lockdown coming out as Snoopy tries to get out, but the off to finish her off. And they're going to have to give up this line, but they've gotten the damage off of it. Jada's going to get caught by this lockdown.
2 players. Eric tries to updraft into heaven, but he can't.
Oh. What? I'm not sure. Eric looking for something here. As Coco's going to get spotted jumping across heaven. He's trying to get this off online. They're going to have to clear off graffiti. King's going to get found, but Trace can go his way. And Axie finds
One enemy
2.
remaining.
Just going
Last
Eric
player
with 1
standing.
apiece as Eric finishes off 4 HP to prevent them from falling. And you can tell PN still wants a piece of this map.
PN is fighting hard for the map that I believe Casey's favored on. Because Casey's just so good on this map, and we've seen it with the retakes. Their attack side was pretty dominant towards the end too. And I mean, you have to find a way to stop them from retaking. That was PN won the round, but it was ugly. You had 1v1 with 4 HP. That was not a great sight hold, and they managed to still win it. But now, Casey doesn't have very good weapons.
Well, they're looking to take a fight here. And Eric trying to get themselves across, and they're going to find 5. That smoke off the board early. And they're going to hit C through this. No, they're not. Excuse me. Bomb's going down. Eric's just going to find Lewis on the trade. What a great push through from him, but he's got to be careful about the CT player. He's looking for a Jaded to fall. And it's now up to the last remaining players. Coco's gonna fall, and it's just Doey on the board as PN is looking to take themselves to overtime right now. And Casey's letting it happen.
I mean, if you're KC here, I mean, that's not the worst outcome, but I mean, you still save, and you still have 1 round, 2 rounds to finish the game and end it. So if you manage to lose this round, you'll still have some money, but it's gonna be hard.
Oh, W spray, by the way. I have that spray too. Love it. It's so good.
I wish I had
That's
it.
an OG player if I've ever seen it. You just have to have been playing the game for like what? Is it been 3 years now? I don't know.
Oh, it's a while.
It has. Anyway, a C fight coming out from the side of PN as Coco's gonna find Eric off the board early.
Oh,
And Lewis to find a trade before TPing out. Coco Melon looking for a second one, but they've lost a player on C, they lost a player on mid, and they're gonna get blinded out as King is gonna
Spike
fall.
down, C.
They're just
One
tearing
enemy
above the end.
Beautiful.
Alive out of
And
Disco. He's gonna fall.
Defenders
And it's Casey ending this map on a flawless victory, 13-10.
beautiful, beautiful round from KC. I mean, the flawless, that's gotta be so good, you know, for your mental to end it that way. After a tough back and forth map. And that's gonna suck for PN. But that was KC's map pick. And that's a map that we know they're best on.
Well, let's jump to a quick little break here, Bomber, before we jump over to map 2. That was Haven. We'll be going to... I can't even remember what the second map was. We'll be going to a quick break. Corrode, thank you. We'll be going to Corrode after this break, after that KC victory. Let's see if PN can hold it together. Go just grab yourself a snack or grab some water, and we'll be back soon.
I took a dive. I didn't know I'd fall so deep into your eyes. I've never been somewhere so sweet. I'm hypnotized. Yeah, you put my mind at ease. Yeah, you're divine. I'm thankful that you're mine.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back. It's me, Mad Bomber, and Interest, and we are back after a good map between KC and PN. We saw a 13-10, and that was KC's map pick, and they won. So that's what they needed to win map 1, and we'll see map 2. This is PN's map pick. You know, I mean, you think KC on Haven and PN on Corrode. I haven't seen PN's Corrode, but I can imagine it's pretty good.
I will say, if we continue to see the kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-decision making that we were seeing in part of the first half of Haven, I think KC is going to struggle. This is a map that requires you to play fast. Sometimes you have to kind of be able to go from that slow, methodical 1-3-1 or whatever you do on your defaults to hitting a site really hard. I don't know if they'll be able to do this. It really is going to come down to these entries, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen KC. They really like to take that space at mid with Vibe Legion especially. And I wouldn't be surprised to see another double initiator out of them. And they play it well. And they play really good retakes, so. And again, with the double duelist out of PN, you know, that's gonna happen. Asubi is not gonna play anything other than ISO.
I mean, with Corrode, you'll see a lot of double duelists. You'll see a normal fight duelist like ISO or Reyna or I guess Neon, kind of. Not really a fight. That's more of like a entry. And then you'll see that entry duelist. It's very common to see too. Yeah, they'll have Yoru and here, because what you can do is you can generally have that Yoru flank, but it feels really weird with a chamber, because the thing is, like, chamber kind of takes the same role as the lurk duelist does. So I don't know how it's gonna go out. I would like to see a lot of double hits where they have a single duelist on either side. But it's really going to come down to who's going to be able to take mid better.
Yeah, and I mean, Snoopy's not on ISO. This is generational for all the people who don't know. Snoopy's like an ISO one trick, so this is definitely going to be interesting.
Okay.
We'll see Disco take up the role of duelist.
Because Disco was on Sova.
Yeah,
so that's
they're
interesting
switching.
to see them switch. Maybe it's because they want a Yoru, and Snoopy doesn't feel comfortable on it.
I mean, that has to be it.
I don't hate it.
And on the side of on KC, we'll see the Yoru and Jet locked in. And we'll see Lewis on the chamber.
Sorry. I will say I'm really sad we're not seeing any Waylays. She's so strong on this
Yeah,
map.
Waylay is a really good agent, especially for Corrode.
Well, especially because, like, there's so many chokes, and her ult is so good on them. Where you can, like a big one is you can ult A-Link and then just take it. Like, you can ult the entirety of A-Link, and you just can't play there. Like, what do you do when the ult's there? You just die. Like, you either hit a crazy shot and go, oh, stuns are cosmetic, or you just die. Like, those are your options.
Yeah, Waylay
It's not something you really do.
Waylay is definitely one of my favorite agents to play on this map. So, we'll see how it's played without it. With, you know, two of the best teams in the tier opting not to go for the Waylay, which is interesting to me, but
I want to say it's because Eric, like, I want to say for the side of PN, I think it's because Eric wants to op, and Waylay is not as good of an opper as
for
Jet
sure.
is.
For sure.
But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not in the know as you are. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But
we'll see PN towards B site here with maybe maybe a fade eye to mid to help out Disco Cookie in mid, and smoked off mid for both teams. Prowler gonna clear a link with three walking up B main. Lewis is there and gets timings. No, gun out. Eric dashes in and they take B site. Eric going elbow. King not checking backside, but Coco Felon can't connect the shots. Jadison kills Eric, and Coco Felon runs away to wait for his team for the retake. Snoopy planning in hut. Jadison kills King and gets 2 in elbow, which is so big for his team. Coco Felon. Coco hits him. Axes his one tap. Paranoid winded up. Sees, grabs Vibe Legion, still manages to kill. And the Axes is one tap, and Coco Felon cleans them up, and they take the round.
All right, Coco was able to redeem himself after those rough shots to start it off. But I gotta say, I really loved the entry coming out from the side of Eric there. He did a great job of finishing it and just climbing straight to CT. King was able to get up with him as well, and that shows us that's a good sign. Even if they ended up losing that round, I like to see those fights. But that was a great retake coming out from KC as they played it well, and they were able to take that site very easily.
Yep, and then we'll see Coco Felon with the Outlaw. If you didn't catch his last match today, he loves that gun and does so well with it. He misses, but he gets one. Disco Cookie. Eric walked up, kills Zoe. Vibe Legion with the trade. Jadison with that Bucky, close range. One shot's King.
One enemy remaining.
And Jadison just jumps and takes it out and gets 3 with the Bucky. One of the most overpowered guns for non-shielded players.
Yeah, I gotta say that right there illustrates why it's so hard to take A link without, or take A from A link without taking main. Like they can just sit in yard and it becomes an impossible choke when that smoke comes out. You gotta split. It's like almost impossible to take through A link unless the defenders make a mistake.
And now we'll see KC on their bonus. Coco Felon still posted up mid with his Outlaw. Lewis on B main. Paranoia comes out, but Lewis slowly walking up. Seeing if he can get one TP out. Doesn't connect the shot, and there's 4 players B main.
Blocking sight.
There's 2 players on B though. See if they can stop him. 5 Legions on site. They're thinking Lewis falls to King. King gets a second back sight. Spike's going down. Coco Felon can't get a kill, and it's a 5v2. One's flanking and one's an elbow. How long can Justin survive? Bucky gets 1. Bucky gets 2. But Disco Cookie kills him, and it's left to Doey alone on the flank. We'll see how much he can do, but I imagine he'll fall short on the bonus, and Snoopy finished the round for PN. God, Jadison with the Bucky, such good value.
One thing I gotta say is I love the call to play early info off of chamber. I think the only issue that we're seeing so far coming out from that is the fact that they're placing the TP wrong. You should be placing it for elbow instead of close sight, because you can see it when he first got in. He was struggling to find a place to stand because he takes so long to get back there. You've got to place it for elbow, and that fight becomes so much easier.
We'll see the fade. Throwing a Prowler to clear a link again. It's looking like an A split. They finally, let's see. Oh, they're not. They're just gonna go walk up main and see what they can do. Doey has an Odin. We've seen him with the Odin. Jadison jump peeking. And Eric ready to execute. But let's see the orb grabbed. Spray coming through, not connecting. And there's 2 on A site, but PN, if you get to figure out what they're gonna do. They're just sitting on towards the A side of the map and just kind of waiting. Yeah, but KC's disciplined and sees the gun of Axes and kills him. Do the smoke. And it's looking like an A-Link hit here, but Jadison's there and ready. Holding that line. Gang can't get it, but the player's in Link. Clear him out. Left the Doey. Sees. Grab with the Odin. And can't connect the shots to kill Eric. And PN take A site. from KC, what looked like an anchor down site, just got dismantled.
Yeah, that pullback by the suck grabbed Eric and messed up Doey.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see
we'll
if they
see
can end up taking this here.
3-man flank kinda, but they have no one on site, so it's just Eric in backside with the Yoru Disco Cookie kind of going for a reverse flank on them.
One enemy
Coca gets
remaining.
one. Lewis gets the next. They don't know where he is, but he doesn't have any ammo. And Lewis finishes off Disco Cookie and wins the round with a good call for the 3-man flank. I mean, they played together. They took the site, and PN just didn't expect it. They had all 3 of them go CT, and they couldn't find a single person. And Disco Cookie went for the flank, but once one falls in the stack of 2 people.
I don't know. It feels too normal. We'll see if we see anything crazy this round.
Yeah, it's looking like 5-man towards A main. Fade-Eye comes out, gets shot. No, without guns for PN, it's gonna be kind of rough. They have 1 Bulldog for a Snoopy, and that's it. And they're all 5 in main. Eric has a Blade Storm. So close to Jonathan. 4 HP to his name. Picks up a Phantom. Kokafon kills a Snoopy from Link. Has a util out. And can't finish off Eric, but they're not ready for another 2-person flank. And they still have the light guns. Lewis kills Eric, who's looking for a gun. Now him Vibe Legion. The Vice will take away your gun, but Lewis has that Headhunter with 8 bullets. And he's ready. Vibe Legion got out of it. He's gonna tap the bomb.
One enemy remaining.
Vibe Legion gets
Last player
his.
standing.
Just King versus Lewis. And King gets the kill and wins the round.
A great
No,
round
good.
individually from PN. But the thing that I'm afraid of right now, Bomber, is it feels like they're so weak on their holds right now. It feels like they're just sitting there and like not choosing the correct places. Like you've got the ability to hold elbow, but we're giving it up. We're giving it up to play CT on a bomb that's not planted for CT. You've got to get these holds down correctly, or they could get threatened for it.
I mean, that was a good use of the Steel Garden and managed to capitalize off of it, but Kokafon just dies. Sat down by Eric. And Doey, with this Bucky, you've seen it once this map. You may see it again if anyone goes Link, but they opt not to and just take mid top, and Eric's gonna walk into CT as King finds Lewis in B main, and Vibe Legion with the Stinger. Can't kill Snoopy. And they'll take B site for free. Eric is in CT, but no one else is there. The last 2 are Link, and just Doey alone with the Bucky. You can only imagine how this is gonna go.
I mean,
Disco Cookie, he does a complete 0 damage. Swings to the Bucky. Almost actually kills a Snoopy with a headshot, but the damage fall off is too bad. And
Backs will be towards at least one of us.
Was we PN picking up another round, and KC, even though they picked up pistol, does not have the momentum going into this map. Once rifles came out, it started going PN's way, and we'll see if they can keep it up. Right now, it looks like mid has just been fully in their control. They keep losing a fight on top mid, and it's forcing them to give it up. So these rotates have been so hard for the side of KC.
yeah, KC is pretty low on money. We saw them save, but this is not a cycle you want to be in, you know?
Yikes.
Nice shot by Kokafon to kill their entry duelist. And gets another with Disco Cookie, who can't connect the shots onto Kokafon. The Haunt, not gonna spot him. He swings again and finally gets taken out by Snoopy. Revenge for the 2 fallen teammates in mid. And now we'll see Jadison is walked out, ready for this, but is PN ready for him? It's gonna look like, and they are, and Snoopy's gonna crouch swing it and finish off Jadison, and that's pretty much left him alone, except for Vibe Legion, who used his Shrouded, or used his Omen ult to to teleport into pocket and hopefully hold down this site from PN. Lewis is gonna stick towards mid here, make sure they don't rotate away, and PN's gonna have to figure out what to do fast.
It looks like they're gonna be walking
Headed towards mid, but
here.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
but Lewis hears him. Is he Snoopy ready for Lewis?
enemy
No!
remaining.
The Lewis walk-up works for once this game. He kills the Snoopy who's not ready. Just Axie's left. Can he pull it off for his team? He hears two. He knows there's two. Paranoia. Doesn't get thrown, and he just opts to smoke it off instead. Blinded both of them. Kills one. Gets shot in the back by Lewis, and Lewis saves the round for his team.
Yeah, that mid fight just did not go PN's way. It was great shots coming out from Coco Fella. And even though, like I said, they had been winning that mid, it can go wrong if you take the wrong fights, and it's going to be hard for them to come back from that. I'd like to see a little bit more workage on the mains, but don't give up this mid fight just yet.
And KC, that's their saving grace, is Lewis for their economy. They're still gonna have, you know, some light buys, but Cocofon has a sheriff, and Vibe Legion has regen, whereas PN have that money for the full buy yet again. And I'm kind of surprised we don't see Lewis giving his gun to Cocofon, just using the tour de force.
I'll find you. Still waiting.
Dowie misses the hot on top, but gets cleared out. We'll see the dimensional drift. Running into elbow, pinging out Jadison, who pulls out his gun and maybe gets body blocked by his teammate. Eric falls, and we'll see what's likely going to be another retake from KC as Dowie falls on site. But Disco Cookie
Spike down A. Last player
Kills.
standing.
and KC get two picks, and now it's looking like KC's about to win the round. And with the sheriff, Disco Cookie spots him. Not in. 3 for him. Lewis can't find the kill. We almost saw Disco Cookie with a 1v4, but can't connect the shots onto Lewis and falls. And we'll see a timeout coming from PN.
With a timeout coming out from PN, I've got to say, this feels a lot, way too similar, honestly, to the KC at the beginning of Haven. With the timeout coming out and it being 5-3, they can still make this happen. They're looking for at least 2 on this attack, but I think they could make this work if they start using a lot more utility. I mean, the biggest piece of utility we saw there were 2 pieces of ults. You should not be using your ults more often than you use actual utility. When have we seen a dog come out? I can't even remember if we've seen a dog hit someone this game.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the Prowler connect on anyone, but
we need to see more utility come out from PN.
Yeah, we'll see 2 ults. I'm kind of surprised Lewis didn't drop his gun to someone and uses the free operator he has. But we'll see Coco Felon, who could save for an operator if he opts to. Again, you could have Lewis just drop his gun and get the op online for Coco Felon, your strongest opper, but this is not going to happen. And
Lewis isn't playing mid. I think that's why.
I don't know. I would still like to see, Coco Felon with that op, and we'll see Lewis trying to fight this line again. It hasn't worked game, and it's not going to work now because there's nobody there. See 3 towards A main. It's looking like an A split. They're gonna walk up towards Link. Nobody's there. The Honk gets shot. Jadison TP's out to spawn, and Axies gets a pick on Dowie, and they're gonna take the site for free again. Coco Felon.
I'll handle this.
Dimensional drift. The crossfire spotted out, but maybe a miscomm. Coco Felon didn't seem to know someone was in the corner. But now they know, and Jadison on the flank goes his phone and just not ready for the next crossfire. And Eric cleans up the last 2 players and take the round for PN.
Before I say this, I want to clarify that I don't mean this negatively for PN. but PN did not win that round. KC lost it. We did not check that corner. I watched Disco. I was staring at Disco from Eric's POV. Never looked in the corner. Never checked.
That is something you have to do.
Axie was sitting in the corner too, and they just missed it. That was an unfortunate fumble by KC.
Maybe not used to playing Yoru, but you have to kill corners for your team. Eric kills Dowie in Link, and it looks like they're just gonna take A site for free again. It's just Jadison who has a classic, and he actually manages to kill one and gets a second. But Eric from behind, Lewis finally with the Torta Force gets another, and it's a 3v3 with a very winnable looking round for KC. If they can recover a gun, it's just as Snoopy. Oh, they're gonna shut the corner. Finds Coco Felon. Paranoid up.
One enemy remaining.
Can't connect the shots and gets spotted out by Tracers. Prowler doesn't see Lewis. Lewis is gonna get shot from the back by Eric. And that's another round where KC could have won that. If maybe you have Coco Felon and Vibe Legion swing together, it's so much harder to kill two people when they're swinging together. And they just didn't. They gave you Snoopy the ones and lost a very winnable round.
Yeah, I mean, it's been rough for PN. KC has just stopped being able to win at these chokes that they've been winning at so often. And if they want to keep this from being an even half, they've got to start winning those fights.
Who's traveling?
Yeah. As we'll see, another split from PN here. It's been working, so why stop it? Of the Yoru clone and Disco Cookie walk up. A good way to make a lot of noise, but Coco Felon has that mid space, knows where Disco Cookie is, and he's unaware. Let's see, Lewis gets spotted out, TP's out, trademark down, and they take sight. Eric's gonna go towards this spot. An elbow. Lewis is still posted up. Spotted through the box. Damage is done, and gets killed. As Coco Felon finishes off Disco Cookie, who was out of his zone on A. And we'll see another retake from KC. And maybe an ult, maybe the Nightfall. But no, decides not to use it. No, he pops the Nightfall for one player and decides to use it on elbow, and it's just him left. And Eric is maybe unaware. No, hears him, and Dowie can't get the kill, and the Nightfall for one player. Not even on sight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened at the timeout, but KC has stopped being KC. They were playing so well before the half. For some reason, they made a change. Here's the thing: is like, if something's working, until it stops working, why are we changing it? They've suddenly stopped taking these fights in the mains and forcing a fight at a choke and hard fighting mid, and PN has been winning it since then.
Yeah, KC had to find a way to hold down a site. We've seen constant retakes, and we may even see another one with 5 people for PN headed towards B main, and it's just Lewis, and it's just Lewis and Dowie here. Steel Garden is gonna catch Dowie. So's the Haunt. As King finds Coco Felon running out. Lewis and Jonathan get one. Jonathan gets another. And we'll see maybe finally not a retake in a sight hold for KC. As Disco TP's to safety. And it's a 2v4. With Disco Cookie dangerously low. Oh, Vibe Legion on the flank. Can they hold long enough for Vibe Legion to... He's not even flanking, he's just holding it. Smart. But do they dare try and hit the site? They're running out of time. It's either now or never. They have to rotate. Destroys the Haunt. And Vibe Legion hears it. Is Disco Cookie ready? Vibe Legion kills Disco Cookie. But Vibe Legion hit low. It's gonna run away, and Snoopy uses the Prowler to spot Lewis. The Haunt pulled out and doesn't have the gun out as Lewis swings. Good timing by Lewis there to finish the round, and KC finally hold down the site, even if it's the last round of the game. or
Yeah,
half.
that was great coming out from them. I feel like they got away with that mostly because of just having man advantage on site. You had 3 players playing on it, and a quick rotate coming out from Vibe to lock down mid. It was a great showing coming out from them, and we'll see if their attacks are going to be just as strong as their defense has been.
Yeah, I mean, you can only hope. KC's been really good at. KC was really good on attack for Haven, so we'll see how they play on now.
Is this the default? I can't tell. No, it's not.
I think
maybe it's a split.
I think we'll see maybe Lewis and Vibe head mid, as both teams opt to smoke it again, and 3 towards B main. It is just King and Disco on site. The Vice Wall is thrown off by the Yoru. One of the biggest advantages of the Yoru is tripping that Vice Wall, and we'll see Coco Felon without the dash run onto site. The blind side. King cleans up Dewey. They're expected. Gets flashed by his own Vice. And Vibe and Jadison get 1 each and take B site.
Spike planted.
Eric shoots a trademark. Lewis is now aware.
One
Can he
enemy
connect the
remaining.
shots? Yes, he can. Gets a second. It's Snoopy. Left alone. Lewis finishes the round. Kills his Snoopy in mid, and with a 3-piece. One of the biggest things for their attack so far has been Lewis's individual performance. And maybe that'll continue.
I mean, I don't think it's just Lewis. I think Jada has been doing a really good job as well. He's been so vital on these entries, getting them that first pick and fighting off of it. But,
Yeah.
I mean, really right now, the thing I'm worried about is PN losing on their Sentinel site.
Yeah, that is not something you want to see. But, what we'll see is 3 towards mid for KC is Coco Fountain. So maybe I'll have to walk out of this. Headshot with the Marshall. That's overkill. He didn't even have shields. As we'll see Paranoia coming through Link. A Snoopy gonna tuck into a corner. Addison with the blinds. TP on site, and they're gonna take it. Fowler clears out his Snoopy, and
Rip Snoopy.
well, there's not much you can do in this corner here. Jadison kills Disco. We've seen that Bucky before, and he's so good with it. And we'll see in possibly... Oh, Jadison tries to clear the corner, but good timing by Axis.
Spike planted.
Good job, Axis, find the timing and take him out. And we'll see a 2v4 retake likely to maybe try to die by bomb and just see if he can get some picks.
Last player standing.
Wow, swing right click. I wish my right clicks did that. Gets traded out. And a team ace for KC in a really good
Please do not
round.
mistake my smile. I take this song very seriously.
You'll see Lewis pick up a sheriff and drop it for one of his team.
But this game has been very confusing to watch. Because I don't feel like either team has had like a huge advantage. And it's just like, we'll see something really great coming out of them. And then the next thing I know, they've like stopped doing it.
Yeah,
I'd like to see a lot more consistency out of both teams.
Yeah, they're both kind of making the same mistakes. So it's rough for both of them to try and claw out a lead. But right now, KC have that lead on their moving into bonus round. If they can win this, they can convert their bonus. It'd be so big. Looking like an ace split. Coco Fallon gets found out by Eric. Prowler spots out Eric. He smokes himself to get out. It says 2 towards A main, and it's just a Snoopy trying to hold them off.
Trapped it.
Addison with the sheriff drop by Lewis. Eric's gonna walk out behind him. Are they expecting? They know, but Eric's just better.
Spike down
And
A.
with the better guns, he cleans them up, and Spike is dropped in pocket.
One enemy remaining.
Disco from A-Link. Paranoia comes out and flashed. You can't see. There's not much you can do. Eric with another 4. That is third 4-piece of the night?
Probably. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, right now, this really just feels like Eric and friends on the side of PN. And I'd like to see a lot more out of the other teams, other players. They were shooting incredibly well on Haven. I'm not sure what happened going into Road. It just doesn't feel like the same team for really either of them. Right now, the biggest thing is they got to get more aggressive like they were on Haven, because that's been working when they have.
Yeah. 8-7. We'll see another kind of walkout from Eric in mid. He likes getting aggressive, but if he overextends and dies, this is gonna be really bad for PN. He's their strongest asset right now. Spike is headed towards B, so you can imagine it'll be towards B. Omen without the ult. Maybe looking to grab it. He is one off of it. And Eric still locked on mid. Does Vibe in check, and I don't think they saw each other in mid. But now, we'll see the sight hit. For KC, headed towards elbow. As Spike catches up, they'll hit the sight. We'll see Snoopy and Axis walk onto site, just the two of them in CT.
Spike planted.
Gets blew it through the smoke. And that's so rough. They have no flank watch, but they're not even flanking. They're just gonna go link and not be quiet about it. Fowler Eric kills Jadason. Does he get traded? The flash comes through, gets one. But Cobrathon trades him. And he gets finished off, and it's just Deli left. And they're ready. They know where he is. And they win the round. And I just want to say that we have one player on Pie Watch. Doey is very close to the pie.
No
I was waiting until he got closer to say something. I saw it at like 310 or 210, and I was like, I'll wait until we're at least at 13.
Yeah, so.
But no, I mean, right now I feel the biggest thing that I see coming out of KC right now is their smokes have been so poor. That smoke in CT allows them to sit in that. That was the only reason that Snoopy got that kill, is because you can sit in that smoke and you can get that kill. This is gonna cost them if they don't clean that up.
And we'll see mid smoked off by both teams as KC will try to hit Link with some kind of weak guns on the board. A lot of stingers in one classic. Disco Cookie alone as they pivot towards mid top, and Axis runs for his life as he hears 5 players running at him. And they're all going CT. This is Disco Cookie.
Wait, no, I love this.
He has his knife out, and he is not expect 5 players to be waiting for him as they recover one gun, and it's Justy Snoopy versus 5.
Okay.
She opts to back off. Smart way for the team.
Spike planted.
As KC just confused PN and take the site, and that's gonna be so hard to retake with 4 stingers and a phantom. Cocofon walks into the smoke, and Naxi's just
going out.
isn't it? Oh, he walks out. The timing possible. Vibe Legion paranoia comes through. There's the corner, but the paranoia. Eric kills 2. Eric kills a 3rd. And there's just 5 Legion left. With the Vandal, what can he do? Eric gets another 4K. He is PN's last hope in this map.
Now we're on Pie Watch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's one off of us.
I would even be surprised if I saw Eric buying off. He's maxing out. Not even buying a teammate.
He's probably mega tilted. Let's be real.
Oh, there we go. Now we bought his teammate.
Pro's 25 is dead. The next closest teammate has 10 kills. I mean, this is just raid boss central right now, and it's gonna be up to whether Eric can hold it together for another.
And he's gonna push out into 4 people. This could be bad if he manages to die.
No,
it doesn't look like he has an escape strategy.
No,
just a vice. Debate. They clear the corner, and Jonathan kills him. Good discipline to clear the corner, but Taunt comes out. Clears out King. How long can he survive on site before help comes?
Who's next?
And help coming in the form of Axes. Jadison with the ult clears out site, sees the 2 players, and they're probably just gonna back off.
Stand back.
as KT takes the site. And we'll see all the timing.
Spike planted.
The smoke. With a Snoopy killing Lewis in mid, and now it's a 4v4 with your flank triple lost. Disco not ready for Coco found an elbow. King kills Vibe Legion. Jada kills Axis, and
Last player standing.
Coco Found kills King on a hard angle to fight, and it's just left down to a Snoopy. And let's see what she can do. Swings, not giving her any fights, and sees Doey. Doey gets his one.
I watch.
And he's on very, very close to buying.
Oh yeah, I need to see it. Who's gonna take the kill of the Doey? Who's gonna cause the pie? But on a real note, I did like the idea for Eric to swing there. He lost that fight on the Jada. There's just nothing else he can say. And if he had picked it up, that could have been a huge round for PN. But right now, we've got to see the rest of this team step up. It's just Eric right now.
If he falls, you can only imagine PN's gonna lose the round. That's how it's been. And we'll see Eric with another aggressive play. Gets seen by the Haunt. And so he's gonna have to back off.
Nah, he's swinging. He doesn't care.
Casey have walked up towards B, and there's just no one there. B's the freest site right now. The wall gets triggered as King and the Snoopy turn their attention towards B main. Just Lewis. We could see Lewis and Eric kind of having a battle here. Teleports, and they're going to kind of pivot towards mid, towards A, as Vibe Legion does have his ultimate online, so we'll be able to teleport. Just kind of fight this Coco flashes. Eric swings. Coco Fallon's not ready. And Eric kills him. Omen teleports alone, and that's risky. If he dies, Casey are screwed. And Lewis pushes past. Here's the reload. Knows when to swing.
30 seconds left.
In A-Link for PN. Just one in CT. If Casey can hold this, we see Nightfall and Dimensional Drift bombs. Two big ults. Axes and a Snoopy find one. Jonathan kills King. Blinded up. Can't see. Doey kills the Snoopy. Axes kills Vibe. They're on the spike. Axes finishes off Doey, who saved himself a pie by getting a kill that round. Just barely.
I'm thinking like have you seen the meme of the dude who has the bell and he's running down the street, and it's like from when the British are coming? He's not playing. That's what's going through my head right now. But no, I mean, that was a great retake, and hey, PN proved me wrong. They proved that they can play without Eric, and that was a great retake coming out from them. The Nightfall obviously making it easier for it, but still, that was great coming out from them.
And they still have that Steel Garden and Blade Storm online, so
Word of Force.
yeah, Lewis does have his ultimate now, and
Oh, I thought he was gonna get away with that.
okay, Blade Storm used up, dash on top, and takes out Disco Kiki from above. King spotted by the Haunt. They know where he is. Lewis kills Eric in mid, and PN is falling apart right now. Casey have B site. Axes and Coco Felon. Vibe TP's up to support his teammate, and we'll see Vibe hold spawn while Coco Felon holds mid. Axes, if he can get a pick here, this would be so big. And doesn't see Vibe Legion, but manages to kill. Coco Felon not ready for a second. Steel Garden is used in the 2v4, but 3 people aren't affected by it.
Face your fear!
The Nightfall is used. Def can't hear, but kills Doey. And are they ready for the last guy in main? I don't think they're. I don't think they know he's there. Lewis doesn't have the time, and Lewis even kills them and wins the round. We saw so many ults used that round. So many, like 4 of them, at least. And they were not small ults. Total Force, Blade Storm, Nightfall, Dimensional Drift. and the Steel Garden. So yeah, five really strong ults used that round. In a chaotic round where KC came out on top.
This feels like a troll timeout. I can't lie. Like, we're definitely up momentum-wise. We cut their momentum from getting 3 rounds in a row. We found 2 huge off of rounds where ults came out, like where we didn't have the advantage, and we're taking a timeout. It feels like a bad time, just like momentum-wise, but hey, they're going to take a timeout and they're going to talk about it, and hopefully we'll see something big coming out from them. Obviously, they've been struggling on playing these retakes. They've been doing really well on taking space though, so I'm not really sure what they want to talk about. I think the biggest thing that if they're gonna change anything is I'd like to see them being more willing to fight on the mains on retakes.
Yeah,
like where we're seeing entries coming out from PN, but there isn't that much of an answer coming out from KC on that.
They have 3 players in spawn for KC. Are they trolling or something? They'll head towards B.
They're just playing slow.
And maybe hiding from a haunt of some sort. But now it's mid, and they have 5 players, all 5 players. The haunt can hide from it for Snoopy, and as Yuri TP heads closer and closer to the flash, the teleport comes through. Snoopy's blind, and Jonathan with the bucket kills one, gets traded out, and Disco Cookie runs, teleports away, and saves his own life as they run into A. It's just Eric, and are they gonna clear main?
I mean, they're probably not.
Lewis.
But...
And Lewis gets spotted, and this spot by Eric is just so big, and I don't think they're ready for it. They have 2 in elbow, and he lost a big opportunity. When they hear the one, Eric don't know he's there, but he gets swung by 3. Manages to find King, manages to kill 1. It's Dubby and Lewis.
Last player standing.
Just Disco Cookie left. Lined it up.
Remaining.
Now, Joey versus Disco Cookie, who's on 1 HP. Sees the gun, but Joey kills him before the bullet spray connects. And he just saw a few pixels of Joey's gun. And that almost won in the round, but Joey was able to win it just barely, and that's a big round for KC to win. Especially in this game, it's been so neck and neck. They've been right at each other, going back and forth round for round, and now we see KC get 2 in a row, and this could be big for their momentum. With PN on a weak bye, opting to save for the last round if it comes to it. Eric pushed up, gets Lewis. Such a big pick for Eric as he tries to back off. Snoopy for support as he tucks in the corner with only 2 bullets in his gun. So we'll see, do they clear the corner? And Yuri Clone, still smart, opts not to shoot it. And do they clear the corner is the big question. Just Coco Phone left as the rest walk away. Here's the footsteps. Here's the shots, and sees him, but can't get the shot off in time, and he's just gonna walk up behind him. Misses, but connects with the last bullet in his gun.
Here.
And now, KC will walk onto B site for free, but PN upgraded their weapons, and
Portal closed.
now Eric has the Vandal.
Spike planted.
We'll see a 3-man flank. KC should know about it. Swings in, 1 tap to the dome, kills him. 2v3. Can they hold down sight and win this massive round? Disco Cookie upgrades his gun. 5 Legion takes him out. Eric. Maybe possibly a fake teleport. Kills Zoe, and a Snoopy kills Vibe Legion. And they just won an eco round. Eric fighting that and killing 1 on the original fight, and then backstabbing Coco Fountain, who just didn't expect Eric to be there. I mean, that's the value he has for his team right now.
Stick to your roles and we'll
He
crush it.
single-handedly won them the round.
And as we get closer and closer to another OT round, I'm sure Nuclear is having such a blast watching these long games go. But no, I mean, this is gonna be a rough one for KC if they can't close it out here.
Let's go.
As they're just getting torn apart on some of these rounds.
Yeah, they're gonna have to save for last round, and it is gonna be rough. You have just one ult online, and Snoopy grabs a Nightfall, taking the orb, and they're gonna opt to go towards mid. And A-Link, Snoopy on the line, he gets smoked off, and you gotta wonder, maybe that's better for them with the light weapons. Sees Coco Fallon get dinged. Nightfall comes out. Eric gets one. Axies gets Vibe Legion. As KC are just pinched. They can't do anything.
Last player standing.
His last one is Doey. If he can get a pick, that still would be big. And he gets one. It's gonna recover the Vandal, and he could get good value. PN don't have that much money. If he can kill Eric here.
Eric, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Doey almost
No.
gets the kill as Eric finishes him off, and that is
Match
gonna be
point.
rough for PN. They're still gonna be kind of broke.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, Eric and his Snoopy can buy, so if Eric died there, that would have been bad.
I gotta say, I have loved Eric taking A main here so far. It has given the team so much more freedom, and you can feel it in the way that they're holding this site.
Yeah.
They've been doing such a better job of it, and they're punishing the fact that KC isn't sending anyone on their splits.
Yeah, I would like to see maybe a Siege to come out and try to stop Eric from just taking the space, and he's gonna do it in mid again. And
that's all you gotta do.
Lewis is just gonna sit mid and kind of wait for the walk up. Makes the footsteps towards B, and now PN know where they're gonna end up. And they're just holding the crossfire on mid, and Lewis might walk right through it. We have Dimensional Drift from Jadison trying to clear sight for his team. Coco Fallon's on. Jadison elbow, falls to Axes. And I have no flashes as Eric kills Lewis, and it's looking harder and harder for KC to win this map. Steel Garden. Coco Fallon gets one, gets traded. 2v4. Nightfall. Live Legion gets one. He Snoopy trades out Eric, and it's up to Doey, who can't finish it. And we are going to Pearl.
No button. Save
You
the
need
day.
to pick up map
Defenders
number
win.
2 at
nightmare is
13:11 as we're gonna head over to Pearl soon. We've got ourselves a 3-map break, and I mean, Bomber.
I called it to
didn't think you were
perfection.
gonna make it a 3, but yeah, maybe you did. Maybe KC will find out Pearl. But we're gonna jump to a quick break before we head over to Pearl. Go grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back after this break.
In the dark, drawing cold blood, hide away. Am I scared of the thing I'm trying to find? Cross my heart, but took a U-turn. 'Cause the light made my skin burn. Time after time, guess I need to say sorry. Been treating me poorly. Believe that's not story. I'm not gonna
And welcome back after an exciting little map too, and we didn't get to talk about it too much, Bomber. So let's take a look at it real quick again, as we saw a 30 bomb coming out from Eric. What a play coming out from him. He was so strong in that last map.
I mean, he was PN's, win condition. I mean, they could not have done that without him. The way he took space, the way he entered, such good value out of him.
On both sides too. I mean, like I talked about, we saw him taking main for most of that last half of the second half. He was so instrumental in them being able to hold down to A, and then their retakes. He was getting out, and how many 4Ks did he get? You were counting.
God, he's had, I think he's had at least 3, maybe 4 so
he's
far.
Been so crazy tonight.
Oh yeah, he's been. Oh yeah, amazing by Eric. And kind of on the side of KC, they've, Lewis and Jadison are the main fraggers for them, but the rest of the team isn't too far behind.
No.
I mean, you see these standout plays from Vibe and standout plays from, Coco Fallon as well. W, who maybe was on Pie Watch last map, still he had some moments. He clutched a 1v1. He had good util value, especially with his haunts at the start of the round. Even though he didn't frag a bunch, he still had good value.
And before we get into Pearl, the one thing I want to point out that I think will kind of come into the next map is the kind of lack of a mid fight coming out from KC. It really worries me coming into a map like Pearl, where that mid fight is so crucial. Mid is such a big part of it. Yeah, you could technically hit B every round and be fine. Pearl is built where you can still fight B constantly, and it's not the easiest in the world, but you can get away from it and just fight mains. But it's going to be so much harder if they don't take this mid fight.
Yeah, last time we saw KC on a Pearl was their last playoff game against High Tide, and they won that map, I believe. What, 13-4 or 13-8?
13-6, I think.
13-8 maybe. I'm not sure the final score, but they did very well.
Here, let's look it up real quick. The prospect. 13. Is it? Does it? It will show up. Let's find out.
And we are gonna have a little error as we load into the wrong map, and we'll get that fixed here in a second.
We're definitely gonna see a Sage. We're seeing
Sage, Neon, ISO.
Reyna? Oh, I'm ready for the Reyna cook. oh, I forgot that you didn't pump it up. But a little bit of a frick before we jump in. No, I mean, I was hoping I could waste time so I could look up the score. Oh, wait,
you can go ahead.
It was a lot closer. It was 13-11. I thought that was.
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was a bit.
Never mind. Okay.
Better out of KC. So we might see, PN's definitely a stronger team than High Tide was, and we might see KC struggle. I'm really hoping this map does not go into overtime, because it's already quite late for the Eastern time, people. I'm over at Pacific, so I don't gotta worry about it, but.
It's gonna go into OT now that you said.
Yo, someone throw.
You absolutely catch a curse with this. You can't do this. You can't do this. I'm blaming you when it hits OT. You're getting blamed. We're gonna hit like 10-10, and I'm just gonna look over and be like, bro, come on.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, it does not go into overtime.
It's okay. We'll pray. We could let's stop talking about it. Maybe the curse will go away.
Yeah. Knock on some wood here.
No, Harbor bad comp. I agree, Nuke. No. Getting into Pearl. Like I said, the biggest things we're going to be looking for are that mid fight coming out from KC. PN's been really aggressive. But the biggest thing that I feel like not a lot of people kind of think about this too much, but these long maps cause fatigue. Sure, it's not a best of 5. It's not that long, but you had almost double OT. You had one that came to basically OT, 13-11, and a map that was OT. So this has been long. They've already played, what, 26, 20, 50 maps tonight? Or 50 maps, 50, God, imagine, 50 rounds tonight. I mean, it's going to be a hard fight for them.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Definitely tough on the mental, for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll see a pretty standard comp minus maybe the ISO for PN. And a pretty more normal comp for KC. Maybe the Astra instead of the Omen, but
Oh, Snoopy's back on the ISO.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Wait,
I mean,
what is going on? Are we playing roulette tonight? Like what? We're just changing roles for every
Disco
map?
Cookie has played 3 out of 4 roles. He played Initiator, then Duelist, and now he's on Smokes.
Hear me out. Let's get him map 4 so we can see the Sentinel.
Maybe in finals we'll get him out on 4 different roles.
Hey, they gotta win this game first, though.
Yeah. And I mean, I believe I'm kind of riding the PN hype train here. If any team can do it, it's gonna be PN. Eric is just so good. So we'll see how that works out.
I've been trying not to show my bias, but you gotta remember, I'm signed to PN, so.
I'm not signed to PN, so
I'm just saying. No, gotta cheer for my homeboys. But no, I mean, they have both been playing incredibly well, and I think honestly, I can't write out KC here. They have been a threat when they've been showing up, but the issue is they've been super inconsistent so far.
Yep. Both teams have made some pretty simple errors that have cost them, especially during Corrode.
Well, as we get into map number 1, here's that KC fight that I've been looking for. They're gonna take mid, and I is gonna check out a main. There's no one there, and it's gonna be Axie to take this first fight on a mid. He's gonna get a little bit of damage, but gets shot by Jada trying to run away. He's gonna be able to pick up that kill, and Eric here's so many going through Art. Worried about this jump up. So he's not gonna be able to take that space, but they're gonna be finishing out on A here. There's all 5 walk through, except for Cocomelon. I didn't even see Cocomelon on the map. Coco's gonna find a Snoopy on the flank. Disco looking for one of his own. You've still got Eric and Art, but you've got to be worried about this Art player. He's gonna make some noise, and still gonna find that kill onto Eric. Just King and Disco left alive, as King is going to be dropped at 10 HP, finished off by Cocomelon. Disco, the only thing left alive to prevent this from being a flawless. But there it goes, flawless for the side of KC as they pick up the pistol.
We talked about it and we saw the KC fight. It worked so well for them. And Cocofan with 3 on the round kind of took out one mid, took out one towards connector, and then just pushed on site and fought one of the last guys and got 3. I mean, that's good value, what you want from one of your duelists. With the sheriff, pick up a sheriff and get 3. And they had the little duo ace there between Jadison and Cocofan. Little duelist ace. And so we'll see how they go in the next round.
B split coming out from KC as the PN is looking to hard fight this. King is going to find the kill on the Vibe as Lewis gets a trade. Snoopy's gonna fall, and they're gonna find B site in their hands, but they've gotten a rifle off of it, and a lot of damage going the way of a KC player here. They can still make this work. They're gonna... Are they retaking? Okay, yeah, they are retaking long. Gonna be baiting out Eric as you've got this player close by. Lewis is there, but the trade won't be close enough. You don't need it though. Eric's gonna find the kill on the Lewis. Gonna get shut down right there. Coco finds one on Eric. Disco to drop as well. Axie's gonna find himself at the end of Doey's barrel, and it's all up to King. It's taking
19 HP in a dream.
Back down to 19 HP. He's looking for this fight here, but King's gonna shut him down. Coco to finish it off, but that's a lot of damage for PN.
Yeah, that's such a good round for PN. They just ran it down, and Vibe was just holding down left mouse button for his life, spraying into 4 people that are just shooting him down with classics. I mean, God, that has to be rough to, 4 people shooting at you. You only got so many bullets in the mag, so He did do a lot of damage to PN, which is one of the deciding factors in the round, if I'm to be honest.
KC still taking a mid fight here. Even though just has a shotgun. A little bit of damage towards Eric. But I mean, there's nothing you can do at that kind of range. He's gonna get found, and they're gonna hold on to Art still. Jada looking for the swing, but it's Eric playing the anti right now. Looking for his fight. He's gonna find Jada. Looking for a second. But Coco to shut that down. Our Marshall has been so deadly in his hands, and actually he's gonna have to give up that rifle. Oak's gonna go down to slow them. But that space has been given. Mid fully in the hands of KC. Just go trying to hold onto sight. So they're just doubled up on these stairs. Coco wants this rifle. He wants it so bad, but Axi's in the way. Luce is gonna find Disco though. And so a pinch is gonna come out. Axie has to be found here. He finds one. Luce finally shut it down, but it's Snoopy's gonna kill Doey.
He's gonna grab a gun.
Lewis.
30 seconds left.
It's just Lewis here. He doesn't have the bomb. Snoopy's in your way. Are you gonna be able to find two? They're not doubled up. A step's gonna get made, but it's Snoopy to shut it down in a second or first round finally for PN.
Maybe a little lack of experience on Viper, but he still had his poison orb. He could have thrown it down and grabbed the bomb. Maybe Snoopy walks through it, but I would like to see maybe a better effort at using the util there to grab the bomb.
To be fair, sometimes you just get locked and you just don't think about it.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
no, I agree.
we saw Lewis on Viper last time I played this map, and I don't think he got the value he did on like a chamber. So we'll see how he does this time around on Pearl.
King looking to take an early fight. He could be punished here. So he's now stuck here on this pillar. This is do or die here for King. His buddy Snoopy is gonna fall, finds one. The smoke is gonna get him out. But Lewis with a trade to get them man advantage. Eric's gonna find a kill though. And King's still sitting inside here. So much information. The wall is gonna get triggered. But that's just a clone, excuse me. They're just slowing them down now. Waiting for this Viper wall to go up. And a jump out from Jada is gonna find one. Disco and King. Wait, King off the util. The Viper, the Vines is gonna find one on the Coco. And it's Doey left all alone by himself. You've got Eric on his flank and taken down as PN's gonna pick up that fourth round.
You know, I would love to see a fake clone. PN is so disciplined when it comes to not shooting the clone. But if he fake clones...
Or Randerson or whoever it was.
Oh, that would be just peak cinema.
Wait, have you seen that clip?
I don't know, but all I know is...
See the Randerson clip? Oh my god.
It'll be a big clip if we see a little fake clone on the site.
I need a Randerson 2.0.
That would be... I don't think they've shot a clone all night. Very disciplined, but could have come back to bite them.
As they're gonna be working over towards B. King looking for a fight here. Could have been punished there, but somehow was able to get away with no damage. Wall's still up as King is gonna be able to get out of that corner. Trying to get away from these fights. Oh, he's gonna come out, but a Snoopy to finish it. Or to close it. Disco looking for a fight here in mid. Now he's gonna find it onto Lewis. Finds it gonna come out. Jade is trying to get here into halls and hang out. King finds her four. I'm sorry.
Four.
I'm lost. I have no idea what just happened.
Did they just like swing him? I
guess.
I'm not even sure what happens. He killed four. I mean, manages to find 4 picks through what seems like maybe only 1 or 2. Ends around with 4 kills.
Look at this fight coming out from PN. Eric wants blood. He doesn't spawn anyone off of that eye as Coco's looking to take this trade and shoulder spotted out from him. But no damage going his way as Eric's going to walk up, gets found by Vibe. That's going to be that A fight. It's going to have to get canceled. A fight through mid now as they're trying to decide if they want to go A or B here. But they're stacked up together, and it looks like we're going to see a B fight. You've got one taking out Long. Because Cocomelon's going to be trying to prevent them from getting shot in the back. King is going to find the player over on trying to take Long, and so they've only got control of streets here. Rotate's going to come out as he's securing club now. Bomb is going to go down, but they don't have a lot of space. Oh, Snoopy, did you not see the gun?
Did you not see him?
Five's going to get that kill, but question marks go up for me as they're going to find CT somehow. Disco looking to try to retake this, but he's worried about getting his orbs down first. He kills Disco out. It is going to cost Axie his life. Lewis pulls out a knife. King's going to find him. Disco with one of his own, and it's now even again. But no, Coco's so close. Another knife pull out. King is last alive. He finds one. He's looking for a second. It is half. He has his time. He could hold this right here. Doe, you have to clear him. He's sitting in the corner. He gets the clutch. It's going to be PN picking up another round to take themselves up by 4.
Second time in a row we've seen King come up big for his team. Last round with a magical 4 kills, and this round with the clutch. Little 1v. What was that? 1v3? 1v2, but yeah, I mean, big moments for Kane. Really showing out so far this map.
Another mid fight. It seems so like unwilling to commit to it. They're gonna dog up. Jada's looking to take A here. We're probably going to see an A hit coming out from KC, but they've got to find Art here. You've got 2 players here holding Art. But is that an op online? That is an op online from Eric holding A main. That's why they're holding Art. They're waiting for this shot. I don't know if KC's going to be ready for it.
Who's next?
Op coming out. Doesn't hit the shot. They're going to be able to get across without any damage. Dimensional Drift is going to spot out Eric as Jada finds that space, and a Viper's pit going down as well. Bomb's going to fall, and they're going to be able to sit in this pit and play out of it. Util is going to be their only saving graces. What? They just found Viper through the smoke. Axie's going to find one on a Jada. Vibe to get a trade. King is going to drop. And he's going to find a second third.
One
Disco's
enemy
gonna
remaining.
finally finish him off, but the damage has been done. There's only 2 players left alive for PN as Joey is just sitting in this smoke, waiting for it to happen. Smoke's gonna drop. He's gonna find one. What is going on?
Not even sweating.
A clutch for Joey.
What just happened?
I'm lost for words. I'm so lost for words.
I think they both just ran out of ammo at the same time, and maybe the shots weren't connecting on Doey, but he pulls out the classic and wins the round for KC. I mean, that was so long we saw without any picks. We saw them KC walk onto site and plant the bomb, and no picks for any team. It was a 5v5 retake.
I'm still flabbergasted from that last round. Yeah, I'm pulling out flabbergasted, by the way. Lewis looking for a fight in the mid as he spots Eric off guard. Gonna get taken out by Axie. They've already killed that raid boss.
A little bit of an overfeed by
Take
Lewis.
this fight though. One's gonna be able to get across this wall, but the rest are gonna get caught. The smoke is gonna help them hold the space. His bomb is gonna go down, and King is not looking to take that fight.
Another one!
They've done it again! A Snoopy! My god, Snoopy finds it! He's gonna find the kill too! They're gonna lose the smokes are gonna get the bomb, gets slowed down. King is looking for a trade, but now Coco is gonna swing out and find it. Disco with one onto Dowie. They makes this happen. Disco's gonna fall. Axie's gonna get a kill. A Stubby to find a trade.
My God, she did it again.
Find the kill. The MVP Stubby right now.
Okay, that's too far.
No, that was she's done it twice though. No, she's done it twice.
No, that is
after two. I mean,
holy! I mean, what? That's the second time we've seen it. For those who didn't see the first map on Haven, she did it there. Except she lost that time, but finally wins the Iceable, and that might be the first one she's won all night. I'm not sure, but has not gone to Snoopy's way a lot. But it does that time, and so big they win the round because of it.
And a slow play coming out from KC as they're gonna dodge this eye. PN has been so aggressive on these mains to have now slowed down. It's gotta be a culture shock for PN. Actually, that's not the right word, but for KC, it's gotta be a shock. Because they're gonna be dogging out Art. Dodging all this utility. And look how much information is just being denied to KC. They don't know where PN is. There's gotta be a little fear. And you can tell in the way that they're using utility. They're trying to clear out everything, but still 40 minutes or 40 seconds into this round and we haven't seen anything yet. Eric sitting in the smoke could be deadly if they can't clear him out. Gonna get grabbed. Oh no! Oh, Deceased. Okay, Deceased does grab him. And they're going to be able to get her on Art. But look at Axie sitting here behind them. He finds one, he finds two, he finds three. Disco with one of his own. And it's all up to Dowie. Can we pull it out? A 1v4 coming out. The Vulnerable is going to drop a Snoopy with a swing. And what a round by PN.
That's why the split is so important. They had no one in main. They had no way to clear it. And as a timeout comes through, you have to split the sites. Someone has to clear main, and if you don't go main at the start, you have to send someone to re-clear it. No one did, and they lost a round. 3 dropping the Axies, just sitting in main waiting.
Ooh, this has been a game. I couldn't tell you that this would be a map 3. Like on paper, this should be a map 1. But this has been an exciting way to close out this series, and I don't know if KC is going to be able to bring this back here, Bomber.
I mean, hey, if any team can do it, it's KC. Hashtag KC underdogs. Don't give them the hype, though. Don't give them the hype, because if any team can do it, it will be KC. They took it home last season, but maybe looking for the 2-peat.
I'm trying to figure out a way to put this into words, but that round by PN where they slowed it down and cut all information was such a huge shock from them that I'm surprised we're not seeing something fast coming out from KC to start this off. We'll see if they can't find something, because right now PN's doing the exact same thing. They're denying information. The only thing they found so far is that there is a gun in Art, which is just not great information. Dog's gonna come out. The Snoopy's gonna kill that dog, so they know there's one in street now. But still, this information denial has been so deadly for KC. They're just waiting for something. Axie's holding this line. They don't spot who it is, but they know that the Art player has given it up. As we've got Lewis. No, Axie. Lewis is gonna shut him off. That's A's. One of the A players dropping. They're not gonna be able to do the same exact thing. So this is gonna be rough for PN. They had this whole plan built on Axie taking A main, and now that they've lost it, it's gonna be so much harder to retake. Got Snoopy on this flank here. But if Eric can get out to help and pinch this, but Snoopy's gonna find one. You got Coco behind this box. It's gonna get cleared as Eric finds one. They're not gonna check him. Eric finds it. Eric finds it. Eric finds it. Lewis left
Snake bite.
alive. Snake bite's gonna come out. All right, Eric's got it. Get Eric off of the board. There's only 3 more players left alive. Lewis is trying to get this done. There's a player close by. Snoopy's gonna fall as well. His bomb still hasn't been tapped. There's an ult's gonna come out. Oh, he get found before the ult goes down though. Oh, he's still on. What's going on tonight?
Lewis. Wow. What a clutch coming out of Lewis. With an ace on the round. After we saw Eric get 3, I thought it was over. And then Lewis, he's a superhero, saving his team from the round, and that's so crushing for PN. That hurts the mental so bad.
I'll find you.
I don't know if you can hear it, but like I am physically moving away from my mic out of shock. This has been insane so far as we see King's gonna drop. Jade is almost gonna lose his life. But this has been a shock of a game as Lewis is gonna find one onto Axie. Snoopy, she's trying to hold down sight, trying to find one. There it is. Jade is gonna get dropped first, and an ult's gonna come out. Doey's gonna get grabbed here. She looks to grab one out of this kill contract. Then no, yo, she finds it. Doey's gonna get the kill. No one puts that kill down. Irish gonna find one on halls. They're getting more and more control of this site. Fight's gonna get found off that side. He finds the kill still. A trade by a Snoopy. She's gonna jump on the bomb. Lewis is gonna try to get out of this smoke here. Snake bite's gonna miss.
The snake bite.
And they're gonna find the bomb. Round by Snoopy. She flicked a 4th.
Another 4. I mean, oh,
This is just
round
to pick
before
up
the
around. This is every single time.
which team can find the have an outstanding play from a singular player? Like Eric and Lewis in the same round, and Snoopy getting the 4K. I mean, this is like peak cinema here. We're seeing crazy performances from players, and then we're seeing these big team fights, and then the clutches. I mean, I feel like this game could go either way now.
As we see a B fight come out. I mean, dude, we occasionally say, oh, this has been cinema. This has literally been cinema. Every round has been a clip so far as you've got King trying to fight out of halls here. An ult coming out. Steel Garden's gonna take all of their guns away. A jump out. Stevie gonna fight King in halls. Stevie trying to do something here.
Welcome to my world.
Use his wall to get out, but a Viper's pit. It's gonna find them some space on site. Nightfall to drop as well. As a stun's gonna go out, Cocomelon gets found by a dog's gonna find some more space as well. They're trying to grab something off this suck, but a double swing is gonna get shut down by Jada. A Snoopy looking to get it here out on side. It's been so hard with this Viper's pit. And she's gonna fall. Eric finds one. He's trying to get online, but Lewis to shut it down. That's a 7-5 half here. As this has been such a close game, Bomber.
This game is 7-5, but it feels like 6-6. I mean, these teams are playing like this may be the matchup that's like talked about this playoff series. It is so close. I mean, both games have been like 13-11, 13-10. Almost going into overtime on the last 2 maps, and then this map is just so close. These teams are both so good, and I think in the end it comes up to, can Eric perform for his team? Perform being dropping 30 kills like last map.
Cutting through.
And it's, can Lewis, Cocofelon, and Jadison have those performances along with KC? Can they play together and make the right decisions?
Well, clip farming aside, we're seeing a split coming out that I like from PN, but it's getting shut down by KC right now. 2 bodies to fall before a Snoopy finds one. Eric with a double, though. That makes it so much harder for KC. They were doing a good job of holding sight, but they ended up losing those bodies. You've got one body playing up top. Taking heaven here. Snoopy's gonna fall to Doey, but will Doey be ready for a flank? Yes, he will. Is he gonna find the kill though? A trade's
One
gonna
enemy
spawn.
remaining.
Find it to a 1v1. It's a dog. It's set for Lewis, but it's not planted for Axie. He's gonna swing out. It's been half. Lewis to shut it down. And that's not a bad pistol round for KC.
No, because that means that most likely they will take the next round, the fourth round, and make it tie it up 7-7. And that's how the game's been feeling. And will likely come out of the next 2 rounds seeing PN up 8-7 if it goes how it should go. And still, I mean, these teams are so good. And we saw Lewis win his 1v1s, and then we saw Doey kill 2 people, like keeping KC in it.
Both teams are in it. I can't even like fault anyone because right now we're seeing a fast fight from PN. Because Lewis is trying to slow it down. Oh, it hit the stairs! It hit the stairs and bounced back.
Off the stairs.
It almost worked a little bit as Doey's getting run down right now on sight, but they're gonna stop in this smoke. Lewis is looking for a fight, but he's not gonna be ready for 4 bodies to stare at him. As he finds one, it's stupid to get a trade, but Coco find one of his own. Doey gets a kill in backside as they're struggling to get down these stairs. Pipe's gonna finish it off as he gets the last 2 kills. That's gonna be KC getting it even.
It honestly looked like PM were running that round, but they only got 1 kill. They only dropped 1 gun, and it was a stinger. From the side of KC, that was not bad. You only dropped the stinger, and Lewis is gonna get a share from presumably one of his teammates, and just have a gun for the bonus. Which honestly, I think KC can convert this bonus. Their buy isn't bad.
This Viper wall has been making it kind of rough for PN to fight Art. As they're choosing to fight B here. Snoopy's gonna find one on the Coco Felon, but Eric, he needs to find his kill. There it is. King to grab 1 as well. They lost 3 bodies on this opening so fast.
Standing.
Lewis is gonna fall as Eric's just hunting for these kills. Doey last alive. Axie's gonna swing and a flawless.
I apologize to KC. I may have cast a curse to you guys. My bad.
Also, I would just like to note, 13-0 is not happening. You claim this to be a fast game. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you early. I told you I would.
Hey, you know, some people kind of, I mean, you know, I'm honestly fine if I have to stay up late to watch this game. It's been so entertaining. So it's been such a good series. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah, real.
It's you and me.
Lewis is gonna get grabbed off of this kill contract. As the Snoopy is like 2-0 right now tonight, but let's make that 2-1. Eric's gonna get the trade, almost saved by the blind. He's gonna keep himself alive. As an eye is gonna spot out Axie. Doey back sight here. They're grabbed off of this dog, and they know he's in dugout, but Eric's aware of vibes on the flank. Doey's gonna make a step Coco Melon to finish off Axie though.
Bring them down.
And your bomb stuck in church. Fast rotate coming out from Eric, but will it be in time?
Clear on.
They're letting King sit in this corner, but not for long. Doey
remaining.
finds one.
Spike
Eric with
down
a trade,
A.
and it's all up to Doey here, sitting in dugout.
Can he do it again?
Out. As Eric is looking for this fight, he gets a little bit of damage, but he's gonna finish it. Win 9-7 as they're gonna keep this lead. Jesus, I couldn't think of the word.
I think he saw just the edge of Doey's shoulder and just took his head clean off through the wall. Such a good round by Eric to finish it out in a 1v1 on the lower health. I mean, he was 1-tap in the back end, and Doey couldn't get behind the wall in time. And Eric, looking like the best player in this lobby right now, wins it for PN.
Coco Melon, or Coco, I keep saying Coco Melon. Coco Felon looking for an early fight, but they're gonna have to give up this sight. A hero rifle in the hands of Jadison could make this work as Coco Felon's gonna drop through the smoke. Still got this rifle online. He's got to make something work out of it. Jada looking for a fight, but it's Snoopy to shut that down. They've been so deadly tonight. Doughy stuck with a stinger in heaven. He's gonna go for that rifle. You got Vibe on this flank. Sheriff in the hands of Lewis could be deadly if it finds Eric. No matter the range, that's a one tap to the head as Joey's gonna find one. Snoopy with a trade.
Last player
And
standing.
it's Molly's gonna fall. Yeah, both bodies falling to Eric. And it's 10-7 PN as they're just running away with this game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw KC kind of do a light buy to save, you know, kind of hoping to get the economy better for the next round. And if PN wins another, they could just snowball it to the end. KC have to find a way to win this round. And that could be their X factor, and Coco Felon with an operator. If he can find the value, get 2 or 3 kills, that could be what wins in the round.
But they have to find it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to depend on Coco Felon hitting these shots, and so far he hasn't found it, but Eric has. Eric finds one before getting traded out by Jada. They're gonna have to leave here, but no, Vibe finds a double. He's gonna kill the players leaving club. You've still got a Snoopy there, but the damage has been done. And a rotate could potentially find himself Axie as well. This could be huge. Is Axie ready for it? He is, but it's not gonna cause death on either side. A little bit of damage as Vibe is gonna get out. They're trying to figure out if they can't find this player. They're so worried about him. They're just waiting. Haunt's gonna get destroyed. But their plans have already been found out. They're gonna have to go over towards A. We're gonna see if we can't get a rotate out of PN.
Making cover.
30 seconds
Walk out
left.
now. Five.
One enemy
Looking for
remaining.
one. Find a Snoopy.
Spike down
This
A.
Axie's gonna shut it down, but so much damage going his way. It's gonna make it so hard. Planted back sight. Doughy finds him, and KC is gonna hold off this momentum from PN.
Vibe Legion in mid got 2 of probably the biggest picks, and then the opening duel between Eric and Lewis. Lewis died, but Jadison was there with the Bucky ready to trade him. And that is what's so big about KC. They don't rely on that one person like Eric to have a massive game. They're there, the teamwork is there, and they're ready to trade. And that's just like perfect execution. You trade out Eric and Vibe just pops off.
Where are you?
The Haunt's
Still
gonna come
waiting.
out, and it's gonna get dodged by all 5 members of PN.
Spike dropped.
A fight coming out from mid for KC is gonna find him a little bit of space, but this information denial could be deadly. A smoke's gonna come out on A as they're ready for it. They're making a huge assumption that this isn't B, but it's gonna work out for KC.
Face your fear!
All the ults coming out, a nightfall to drop. And they're gonna take that space off of it. Doughy's gonna find Eric though. Great little spot out on Flower as a Snoopy's climbing for this space. Doughy's gonna get found. Coco with his op online is gonna have to give up that space. As Coco is worried about a push up. Disco sitting inside of this smoke, but it's gonna be a Snoopy to shut down Coco. Last 3 players remaining, all sitting in art. You're gonna have to 1 by 1 file out of here. TP out's gonna find him some space, and Vibe's gonna get a kill off of this. We've got a player sitting in that smoke as he's gonna tap it. Are they gonna be ready for the main player?
Last player
He's gonna
standing.
run one king with one of his own. Lewis is gonna shut down that flank player.
One
Looking for
enemy
these
remaining.
individual fights as he finds Disco hunting for a Snoopy, but the smoke is gonna clear him off. A Snoopy's gonna lose her life. But will she find Lewis in return? Nope. They'll get the round though. 11-8 for PN as they're looking to close this out.
I thought Lewis was gonna do it again. I thought he was gonna have another crazy clutch, and I'm all for it. the way that he's been playing this map, like the clutches he's had, so beneficial. And then you see Doey killing Eric. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert. KC weren't able to finish out the round. But that's just such a big pick. And Eric is kind of overheating a little bit. He's been playing so good, but he's pushing and just dying.
Yeah, he's finding these big opening kills. And okay, all right. I just had to say something. He's gonna fall. Coco's gonna grab a kill as well. And he was finding the opening kills, but unfortunately for him, it's not gonna be enough. As you got two players on this flank here, we're gonna have to worry about this Vice wall. This bomb is gonna go down as they're just looking for this. The actual wall finally dropping as Jada's gonna get out of his ult. A nightfall to drop as well, as Disco's gonna use some stars to make it easier for them to hold. A swing coming out from Disco is gonna find one before getting traded out by Vibe. King with one of his own, but Vibe has been deadly. He's gonna find two. A Snoopy, last player left alive, is gonna get dropped by Doey. And KC still holding this out.
I mean,
Dreams
dare I say, I think KC might win this map. I mean, they're coming back from that three straight rounds they lost, and they're, you know, finding their way back. If they can get this round from PN, who has a broken, shattered economy, I mean, 2 sheriffs in a frenzy, classics for the rescue of the other 2. I mean, this is a very big round for KC, and they cannot lose this, no matter what.
Get out of my way!
I mean, we're going to see a fast fight from them, but KC also answering with a fast fight, and it could be a danger, and some damage is going to go out. Disco's able to find one off of it, and Luce is going to be dropped to 50. The biggest thing is they've taken one of these rifles offline. If they can find that rifle, which is making it so much better. Snoopy's going to miss out on that kill as Luce is going to find a Snoopy. The rifle is so close, but it's just out of reach for them.
Need that back.
They're trying their best to get it, and Disco's gonna find that rifle. This could be possible. Will the hero rifle be enough? A smoke's gonna slow them down on Art. The dog is gonna find them some information, but that's partially clear. Trying to get through. And they're just waiting. Vibe sitting here holding this thing in an angle. Not held well enough. King to find that kill. And they're gonna climb for more. This could be deadly. Yes, it is. Lewis on a 4K. King to shut it down, but it doesn't matter when the damage has been done.
30 seconds
when you get
left.
hurt in water. When you've got a gun in your way. Cocomelon on these knives is gonna find out King. And it's 11 to 10. God. And once again,
I got your back.
blaming Bomber for it being 11.
Bro, I thought Lewis was gonna ace again. He was so close. If he didn't pull out his knife there, oh my. Lewis having crazy performances. It's just amazing. I mean, this series has been the best series of Valorant I've watched in a while.
Yeah, this has been the best competitive game series I've seen in forever. The Viper's pit going down on B, as you've only got Lewis playing in it. Coco Felon is going to be sitting back screens. And they're going to leave this. They're going to go over towards A, but PN has already committed, or sorry, KC has already committed all of their resources here. You've got this Viper's pit. You've got to trust that Viper. They're going to rotate back over. The space has already been lost. And PN is trying to make advantage of it. One on this box here. Is Eric looking for the swing? He's clearly not ready for it. Jada to shut him off. He's going to TP off. Give that space up, but the damage has been done. They've lost Eric. That's going to be so much harder for them to take A. You've got Vibe holding close by. He's playing an off angle for Art here. He can find one. No, don't pull out your smoke. Art is going to go down. King's going to find a kill off of it. And there's going to be A given over to PN. Huge ult coming out from Vice. As they're all gonna leave site. They're gonna be playing post plant fully out of main. This is an interesting choice coming out from PN, but we'll see if Casey is able to threaten it.
I think they still have the Viper
Sword
Ward.
going down. King is looking for a fight. The Razor Vine's gonna get destroyed. Mollied out of the corner, and King to get found off of that. Blind to go out as they're trying to get this defuse going through. Char's gonna find one. Axie with a kill onto Jada though. Joey's gonna find Axie.
One enemy
Coca looking
remaining.
for one. He's gonna find it. A Snoopy off of the board. Disco is able to grab one, but this is not planted.
Not planted.
For Disco. Lose to find this kill. To find this bomb, excuse me. It's 11 to 11. And this has been going on
We
for
are
way too
tied
long.
up. God. This is a very, very long best of 3, and Eric wants to make it longer. PN is calling a timeout and just give the time to talk about things. And oh god, this series has been going on for so long, and honestly, I'm still for it. It's been so good.
72 rounds, by the way.
Wow, 72
72
rounds.
That's what?
I mean,
60 plus 40, 100. That is
we've
a solid 2 hours. Oh god, it has been 2 hours. Wait,
yeah,
no, we started this at what, 9:30? Oh Jesus.
Yeah, we saw Eric. Eric's been getting picked off.
2 hours and 45 minutes. Oh my god, get me out of here.
All right, yeah, we saw Eric been getting first picks kind of a couple of times in the past 2 rounds, and that's PN's honestly their best player. Their win condition kind of falling off towards the mid. Like, he's been fighting mid, but he's kind of been doing it alone. We haven't really seen a Han or a Prowler to help him in mid. And I think that's their biggest weakness. They need to support Eric in everything he's doing. If you're gonna have him fight mid, help him fight mid.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue was he wasn't getting punished before. And so he's still doing the exact same thing he's been doing all series, but he's finally getting punished for it. Finally, Vibe is gonna find one. King's gonna get that trade onto him, though. A stun is gonna find Doey as a Snoopy is hunting this down. She's gonna get traded out, but another trade going their way as PN is finding this damage. PNs are finding these guns, and they're looking to find A. Bomb's gonna go down, but this is not planted for Art. They're gonna have to double
Spike
up main
planted.
as Coco is looking to take out this player rotating out, but he doesn't swing out. Coco's gonna try to get a kill here. The smokes are going down. Sorry, going down, excuse me. There's no smokes on the side. I just realized there's no smokes on the side of KC. They're gonna have to take pure gunfights here.
Oh, this is gonna be hard for KC.
Art. A single smoke coming out from Jet gonna be enough to tap as they're looking to take this fight. A smoke and a suck going down. One's gonna fall.
standing.
King gonna get a
One
trade.
enemy
Coco fell in
remaining.
with another one.
This
And it's
is
all
nothing.
up to Disco. The smoke is down. It's not planted
Doesn't
for him.
have time.
And it's over.
Oh, well
12-11.
well played
PN.
round by PN. Almost to perfection. They had the
Match
light
point.
buy and they converted it. That's something, if you're KC, you do not want to let that happen on the light buy. I mean, you have to know by now that they love hitting Art so hard on when they have no money. They hit Art. They've done it. That's a third time they've done it. You have to pick that up and know what they're gonna do, and maybe not commit 2 bodies to it. At least so close range where you can get one and die, because the trades are honestly worse for you if they're an E-code.
Well, another mid fight coming out from PN. It seems like they haven't been too afraid of this ball like I thought they were. They're gonna be taking Art fast. And no one on the side of KC taking advantage of the lack of A main players. As Eric is fighting for a kill, he's gonna get taken out by Vibe. That's an early kill off of the board for them. Bomb is
Eric
gonna go
down.
Spike
down.
planted.
But they almost lose Axie as well. You've got a Snoopy close by. The 1v1 is gonna go the way of Coco Melon. Or Coco Felon, excuse me. Just go looking in the smoke to find two.
Increase your
It's
fear!
one. Lose to get a kill as well. Nightfall's gonna come out as King is holding down in this corner. A Garden's gonna come down. from King, and it's gonna push these players away as they're trying to hold
Last
on to
player
sight here.
standing.
Are they ready for Coco Fountain?
Gonna finish it off, but King's just gonna waste time.
Oh
Shut it
my!
down. And we're seeing OT,
And
baby.
we're headed into OT, map 3 to go to the finals.
Was that important?
And wow. I mean,
Switching sides.
this has just been so rough for PN. Eric is just dying and not getting the value. Casey has started to punish Eric for these angles he's been swinging without the help from his team, without the Haunt or the Prowler. And that's PN just needed to support him better. Once KC figures that out and starts punishing you, you either have to stop doing it or give him more util to fight with.
Here.
And I mean, now
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
we'll see both teams have a full buy every single round, so there won't be that like eco
safe.
disadvantage. And I think PN has the advantage when it comes to pure gun skill.
Oh, another mid-fight coming out as Coco Fountain's gonna use this wall to deny the information. The dog's gonna miss Coco as well, and they have no idea that there's a player walked up right now. You still got a Snoopy online, but this is gonna end up most likely being an A hit. You've got 2 over in Art as PN's clearly trying to hold on to Art. Snoopy just holding this line could be huge as you hear Eric leaving connector. And a triple up on A, and they're ready for this fight. Still got Coco in mid that they gotta worry about. But if he's not fast enough, then you could see a triple hit right on this main. Axie's gonna take a little bit of damage towards Coco as Util's gonna come out. Axie's looking to fight on sight as he's gonna be able to get back to the back site to help out Eric. You see the trail following him. As Eric is just sitting there. Bomb is finally gonna go down. There's gonna be Doey to find that first kill onto King.
Taking that back.
Smokes and Utility coming out as they're trying to hunt down, but they're not being given the fight. Blue's gonna find one. Jada and Coco with one piece of their own. Eric's gonna get a trade. And it's just not going PN's way right now. It's been played incredibly well by
Last player
PKC. As Doey's gonna find one more. Eric last alive. He can make this happen. But Doey says no. It's 13-12 for KC. And this is the first
Smash
time
sides.
that KC has taken the lead in this map.
And this is the best time to do it. I mean, it's match points. If KC can finish, if the KC can take this round, I mean, PN's morale has to be broken. They went down from what, 7-10 lead, and now it's match point for KC. Like, the advantage is so much in KC's. They've been winning on their defensive rounds a lot more than they have on their attack.
Toxins going up.
Well, we'll see if that stays true as PN is looking to fight A here. They're just all in on A main, and this is unfortunate for a KC that is all in on a retake. Smokes are gonna go down, and there's no one to stop this flood out onto site. A is gonna be fully in the hands of KC, and we're gonna see if their hold will be enough. Just go getting this bomb down. You got Eric by himself, holding on to elbow. He's gonna find one. He's looking for a second to lose to get that trade, and lose with another one. I's gonna go out. It's gonna pull off the crosshair of King. Enough
Last
for Coco to
player
find that
standing.
kill. Axie's gonna get one. Disco holding it down. No.
No.
The end of a series. KC 14-12 as they bring it back. And a
Defenders win.
killer of a matchup.
Wow.
What a game by both teams.
Oh my god, we saw an amazing comeback performance from KC. 7-10 they were down, and they come back with Lewis leading the charge, Coco Fallon not too far behind, and just end the game in overtime. I mean, what a series. Almost 3 hours. And I mean, Lewis stood so well that last map. He had an ace clutch. But the problem for PN was Eric was just either killing one, not getting traded, or just dying off the start. And PN, I mean, you saw multiple rounds, he went mid and no one was with him. Yeah. No one was there for any sort of flashes, any sort of stuns, any info. He was just alone.
I think the issue is, like I said, near the end of there, is he wasn't getting punished in map 1 and 2, and most of map 3 to a random switch around by KC where he's finally getting punished. You're just going to keep doing the same thing, especially when you're so deep into a series where it's like, hey, if I'm getting these kills, why wouldn't I keep swinging? But they realized that that's what he was doing, and they finally got around to punishing Eric, and it won him. It honestly won him that game.
Oh, for sure. Eric is PN's X factor, and if he's not activated, then it's hard for them to come through with rounds. I mean, King stepped up and tried to fill Eric's role, but you can only do so much on the Vice.
Yeah, I mean, it's really rough when you rely on a player so much that, like, if that player doesn't show up, it's so much harder for you to win these rounds. They just needed. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they absolutely had King show up. King was playing so incredibly well in that second half, but it's hard to have that same kind of impact when you're playing a Sentinel versus a Duelist, where you can make a lot more space on that Duelist. And it was just so hard for King to hold on to that site that I'm trying to say this in a positive way, that, like, yes, Eric kind of was huge in those first 2 maps, but it wasn't the only reason that they ended up losing that game.
No, yeah. I mean, you have to either play with Eric or...
Anyway, that was enough speculation by us. What an incredible series. At one point, we were definitely clip farming there, Bobber. But I'm glad that they got their series and their cinema out. My name was Interis. I was joined by Mad Bomber tonight. What a series. Do you have anything else to add before we close it out here, Bomber?
I mean, what a series. You know, hashtag KC Underdogs.
Yeah.
To the finals for the second season in a row.
To the finals until they lose to L7, but that's not here nor there. Well, you'll see that next week or whatever it is. But like I said, my name was Interis. I was joined by Mad Bomber. I hope you enjoyed this series. We're gonna head out off of a credible 3-map series between PN and KC, with KC taking it on top. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful night.
You're not a wolf. And this is the land of wolves now.